Hello. What up? How y'all doing?
Hello.
It's Late Nights with Oko and Koko.
It is.
Episode 13? I'm losing track.
It is episode 13.
We are out here in these streets.
Yo, these late nights got me acting a fool. I stepped in on my boom, like in the way that I move. I ain't playing around with fools.
We are out here in these streets, honey.
Making moves and taking names and kicking ass and
We are.
fucking ass.
We're
Whatever.
getting followings. We're getting people.
You know, every once in a while.
Shit.
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
The people are telling us they like our show, child.
Yeah, the
That's good.
listeners are growing. We're hearing
good.
more stuff. It's actually really gonna be
We are hearing more stuff.
Yeah, we're definitely hearing more shit. We're getting more opinions. We're getting more of everything across the board. I'm very excited for this.
We
Usually
get more like people like literally. I've had a conversation with him. I said, "Do you know what such and such said?" And it's like, "Can you believe what such and such said?" And it's
shit.
different. It's interesting.
Is it negative stuff?
Wait, are people saying that about us? What do you believe what we said?
I meant that conversation we had the other day.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It wasn't negative, but it was just like such and such. It's like more of a
Right.
like we getting more people are now.
People are talking.
People are
The
talking.
streets
and
are
they're
talking.
telling me what they think that we should do better and what they think that we should expand upon. So
Yeah.
hi.
We love a little critique.
Y'all care what they
Keep
say?
it fucking, be
nice.
You better come fucking wrecked, and
I'm
you
an
better
artist,
come
I'm
with
sensitive about
motherfucking
my
receipts.
Oh boy.
Okay, don't just
Receipts.
come in my inbox spewing some shit, because I can come into your inbox and spew some more shit. And I love to screenshot shit and post it on the internet. It's my
We're
favorite
not
thing to do.
posting these people
messy.
screenshots.
I would so do that. I'm so messy. I've done that before. You should check my Facebook. I don't use it much, but that's like what it pretty much is.
Let me find out.
Just like wild shit do set me on grind. I was like, word, I'll put this on blast for you and your motherfucking mom.
Oh, God.
I will.
I mean,
God.
fuck it.
It's the whole fact.
So want to introduce our guest?
Okay. No, you should introduce our guest.
Hi, y'all.
Yeah, I meant yeah. All right. So tell us your name.
Okay, so I'm Chris Eclipse. And what else I gotta say?
I met Chris Eclipse.
Oh, how we met. We should
yes,
talk about that.
Just
Pull your mic a
briefly.
little closer too.
Okay, I'm praying.
Yeah, I was
Looking good in West Hollywood.
Looking good in West Hollywood,
Looking good in West
motherfuckers.
Hollywood.
Me and a friend we
Looking
just
good and
left
fabulous and black and just sexy.
Okay, I just want to say that I really fucking hate West Hollywood.
I mean,
Say
yeah,
that.
there's reasons for
I
it.
hate it.
Yeah,
there.
say that.
I hate it.
It's
there.
okay. I mean, we making our own space.
It's
there,
gay
for
and
sure.
it's gay and shit, and I love gay shit, but it's white as fuck.
It
and I
is.
don't
Definitely
have
is
the
that.
time.
Wait, it wasn't that many blacks that day when we
We
were
were
there.
only. I feel like
There's
we were the
never
only
that
ones.
many
We were
blacks
only
in we. All the
black
whole gays
people
are at
there.
Trunks.
Say it again.
All the
That's
whole gays
true.
are at
That is
Trunks,
true.
and that's
Trunks is
only
a-
on sometimes.
Sundays.
One day I went to Trunks, and when I tell you it was just the oldest, whitest man, I was like, oh, I got to go.
My God.
Where do you find all the black folks out here, though? That's the thing we gotta talk about.
You got to go
LA.
to the events. We're talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so LA does have one queer black-owned club. It's called the Black Horse, I believe. Y'all need to give it more. Y'all need to go there.
Okay, the Black Horse.
Inglewood,
What up?
yeah.
The
Where's
Black
that?
Horse.
It's-
It's
Inglewood?
the green. I think it's called the Green Horse in Inglewood.
Oh,
It's
well,
the only
nigga, come
black-owned establishment, gay establishment still in LA. Cause it was the Catch
Yes,
One
the
by
Catch on
Jules,
Pico.
but that's but
God bless
she
Jules.
sold it. Yeah,
Yeah.
God bless her. She did the thing, and Ivan
She
Daniels,
did.
rest in peace. But yeah,
She dead?
she ain't dead. But the promoter Ivan Daniels, her son. He just transitioned, rest in peace. But yeah, the Catch was the only place for niggas to go for the longest time. And now I think the Green Horse is the only black-owned establishment that's queer in LA.
What was that bar we went to that had the guy that we liked? It was by Fin and Feathers. I think it was out in Venice, but I don't know if it was Black End. It used to be Black End, right?
It used to be the only not black. It used to be the only gay bar on the west side, Roosterfish,
What?
which was in Venice.
Yeah.
Roosterfish.
I ain't been there before.
I don't know if that's what
not
it's called
completely
there
white.
anymore.
Yeah,
right?
it's white, it's straight, but it was the only black dive bar.
Oh, shit.
I was there.
Our
one-
bartender was black. He was nice.
But I agree with
He
you.
hooked up the drinks.
I do agree with you with the West Hollywood
Jamal,
situation.
Jerome,
Oop, come on.
whatever his name was.
I agree with you. The West Hollywood situation. It's quite white. You know, we have our nights, but we don't really have a black place to go, which we need to figure that out.
We do
know
have
it's
our
white
nights
as
like
shit.
Legacy.
We have nights. We
Yeah,
have
like
Thursdays and
Legacy,
Sundays.
which is on Sundays.
It's giving
by Brandon.
It's giving what
Well,
is
you
it?
do
Color
feel a little
Day. What is-
uncomfortable.
Negro Day. It's giving Negro Day. I don't like that.
Negro Day, my
It's giving
God.
It's
Token
not-
Day.
This isn't fucking hairspray. Okay. Like I'm like the.
Basically,
no.
we just own our own shit, though. That's what I feel.
That is.
Yeah,
what
but
we
I
need to
was at
do.
the Abbey. Me and my friend was having lunch. You were
I,
right
oh,
beside
yeah,
actually,
back to
can
that,
we
back
talk
to that.
about that?
You were right
I
beside
can't
us.
get Oko to go outside to do shit.
Oh, here we go.
And
child.
I'm
Don't
not
say
gonna-
his. Don't.
I won't say his name,
Oh.
but Oko has been to the Abbey. Oko has been to the
been
gym.
there, 'cause I-
Oko has been doing a whole bunch of shit that I couldn't give money to Oko. I couldn't give money. I couldn't give Oko money to do the shit that he has been doing with this man.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Is this your man?
It's not my
Oh,
man.
But it's
he
a
was
man.
fine, though.
He's
He's
a
a
man.
friend, but he's
fine.
not my man.
He's fine, too.
Oh, you seen him?
Well, we were together.
That's why I met them together.
got
So
it.
it was
Got it.
basically, so when Oko was right there, I had this rule about when I travel or even in LA, when I see niggas outside, I always talk to them, especially when I'm traveling out the country and shit like that. Like, it's when you see black people, speak to them, especially queer black folk, and we in a queer environment.
Sure.
And so they sit right next to us. We all looking fabulous. I mean, the whole team was,
Yeah, it was
we were
great.
smashing.
Bad
Your
bitches
friend
only.
was great,
It was
too.
it was a BBC club.
Yeah,
It was
I like
a bad
your
bitches
friend.
club.
Mhm.
My
best
friend Israel.
friend.
Yeah, one of my closest friends in LA. One of my closest only queer friends in LA
That's
too.
my best friend.
But
she
my
a
best,
real
yeah,
bad bitch.
She is though. She is though.
She
She is. She a bad bitch. So yeah, so they were sitting over there, and I saw them fine and shit, and I was thinking I gotta say hi to them. But like I told you outside, I'm very careful about how I approach black folk in LA, specifically because sometimes they don't be with the introduction. They don't like it. You be
a
like,
lot of black people in LA don't like the black people.
Sometimes
in
they
LA.
don't
Let's
like when you
we
come
won't
too
have, We haven't
fast.
had that conversation yet, but we should.
because you
It's
be like,
coming.
hey, how you doing? They be
We
like,
could have it.
but when you meet real niggas,
Right.
and most LA niggas is real niggas. It's usually the out of towners that be acting the fuck up.
Are you from LA?
No, I'm not. I'm from Indiana. I'm from that town.
How long you been here for?
25 years.
Here's my statement on out of towners, real quick.
Go ahead, say it.
Or out of towners versus LA people. Most people from out of Los Angeles who are not from here moved here. They separated from their families. They live thousands of miles away. They usually were pretty good at some craft it is that they did while they were there. They have some dream. They have some goal, right? Okay. I think of LA as a city of, it's a big city, but it's a city of like townies. So I went to school in Albany. And we and it's not nice, but we called the people who were from Albany townies, mainly because they hated the students. Why did they hate the students? Because they came to the town to like further their careers, their lives, XYZ, and then they were going to leave the town and go with the furthered careers and lives. Right. So Albany, townies, great. UA, shout out. But then, so I think like LA has like kind of like a similar kind of mentality to the people who are from here. Because a lot of people many people from Los Angeles are successful, but a bunch of people from Los Angeles aren't.
That's true.
And
A lot.
A lot of them. And so like, and a lot of people, I think
A lot
that
of
there's
artists.
like there's some animosity that comes towards people who leave their towns and come to LA and then come to LA and make a name, make a thing, or think that they can.
Yeah, and sometimes they have a
And
bigger
it's-
idea of LA than what it actually is, and they expect
Sure.
more than expect more than what LA's actually giving, because LA's giving.
You gotta give to
Yeah,
get in
you
Los
gotta
Angeles.
give to get.
Oof,
You ain't get shit
you got
for
to
free.
give to get in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people come here thinking it's gonna just give because they was fine in their hometown. They gonna come here and represent. But first of all, you gotta realize most niggas born and raised from LA, them niggas already doing the things.
They are doing the
They're
things.
doing the things. And you gotta respect that.
You gotta be in it for the long haul.
Yes, you gotta.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not
it's
a
not a-
city
it's
with
not
a
a
quick
short run.
fix. You can't put
No.
shit in the microwave.
No.
And think that you're gonna come here January.
'Cause you cute at home.
And
Be popping in March?
You're right. And by the next January, be famous.
It ain't gonna happen like that.
Unlikely. It
Very-
could happen.
You could be the finest
It
one in your
could.
whole little town, but you ain't gonna be.
That might not work here.
It might not.
Like you said, all the townies come here.
They do.
All of 'em.
All of them come here.
They all
and
come
usually,
here.
usually you were. I think of it as like you were big fish in a small pond. Now you aren't.
Are you in the
Your pretty face does not have the currency that it has in Milwaukee.
face card is declined?
And because out here
Shout
the
out to
bitches,
Milwaukee.
out here the bitches are
We
bad.
like you in
There are
Milwaukee,
some bad
honey.
bitches out
They're
here.
the body out here the bitches are bad. The bank accounts are fat. The bodies are gymmed. Okay.
And the bitches are bad. The bank accounts can be zero, and the bodies can be fit.
Sure.
Let's
Oh
be
yeah.
very
There's
clear.
there's
They
spins
sure
on it
can.
all.
Let's be very
It can be
clear.
Spins on
both.
it all. You can have
It can be
This
both.
city will show you glitter, and honey, it's nothing behind it but glitter. I mean glitter. Mariah
But-
Carey.
The point is, when I saw him, I'm always trying to connect black folks in general around the world. It don't matter where I'm at. I think it's important that we say what's up. Saw his fine ass. I wasn't gonna do the we don't see you thing. You was
Yeah,
over there. I was
no.
over there. We had a bomb ass brunch going on at the Abbey, and I looked up. I was
Yeah,
like,
you
"Damn."
and him had a lot
He
of
don't
food,
see
too.
you. That's some LA shit. I don't
But
like
you know
that.
what? We gotta make.
If I know you and I see you out
No,
and
we
we make
didn't know
eye
each
contact.
other.
Oh, you didn't.
We didn't know them. No.
Oh, this was just niggas saying hi to
Niggas
niggas.
saying hi to niggas, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm
Some-
saying. This is
They
from,
were
like-
sitting down when me and my friend came to the table.
Yeah,
Got
yeah. And my bestie, we over chilling. But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I ain't gonna be weird. To me, that's weird when you see niggas sitting across the table and you don't say what's up.
Sure, of course.
Especially if they find niggas too.
Yeah, I mean, just like, and you're in the
Slap
Abbey
down.
where
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
3 black people in there. So
Exactly.
Well, we were the only. We
there
the
were the
only-
three.
We had a corner.
There was the
After,
5 of
after
you.
you guys left, because we pretty much was
Y'all stayed, yeah.
coming when you guys were leaving. After you guys left, maybe like 2 more people came.
Sure.
But we saw each other.
talked.
You introduced me to a book and a book club. What is the book club called?
It's called Book Club for Sissies.
Book Club for Sissies. The book is called The
Ethical Slut.
Yes. And
I said you should read this. I don't know how we gonna have that conversation, but I was like, I'm always trying to share information and shit. But like, I was thinking, this nigga look like he's smart. You know what I
Oko
mean?
is very
He
smart.
look he's smart. We had a good conversation. I could feel his energy. He's cool. I want
These
to
are
make
all
sure
things-
that it wasn't just a sexual connection. Because sometimes you meet niggas out and they think it's just about fucking. I'm not saying y'all didn't look edible. Y'all did. But it was more about, I want to make a deeper connection. Because I'm like.
This pussy belong to Jesus.
Anybody can come at you on something like, I want to fuck. But I wanted to make sure that you understood that this is a little bit more.
I did. No, I did.
We have
I
community
immediately-
here. And
I never got that from you guys. Listen,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've lived here long enough to where I know when a man just wanted to fuck. I'm not that dusty. So
I'd have
I
been
wait,
around,
no,
I'd have
don't
been
get
around the block
crazy.
at least once.
Don't get crazy. I'm not saying I'm saying y'all was fuckable, but I didn't want that to be the only message that came
I
through.
never got that though.
We didn't do that. Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
I
never.
never got
This is
that.
the first official. Like, is this like a DM slide on Late Nights with Oko and Koko? I think this is the first one.
I'm sorry.
I'm here
No, we
for
wasn't
it.
DM. I just knew that y'all was. I felt. You know what? Like I told you, I felt like y'all was quality folks, and I wanted to make sure that was understood that we
Yes.
could share some quality shit. You know what?
He's insane.
That's fucking.
He's insane. But the next day, during our FaceTime, because we talk every day. So
I'm a virgin. I've
I
never
was
had sex,
calling him, and I said, you know what? I was at the Abbey. He gave me the whole spiel of, I can't take you to the Abbey. You don't ever go with me, or whatever that was.
Yeah, because I was like, this nigga would never go with me to the Abbey. I'm telling you right now. After this conversation, I'm like, yo, Oko, you want to go to the Abbey? He's like, fuck. you.
No.
He's like, absolutely.
You know I'm not going to the
Oh,
Abbey.
he's not going to no goddamn Abbey with me.
So
No
I
shot.
said to him, I said, you know
There's
what?
no fucking shot.
I met a guy who introduced me to a book club, and I want him on the show. And I knew it. I just energetically, I knew that you could do this. And I mean, we are here to share this platform.
Absolutely.
So
I
the
appreciate
litmus
that.
test for if you can be on Late Nights with Oko and Koko is pretty much,
Yeah,
are you
tell
a
him the
vibe?
litmus test.
Are you a vibe?
Basically, be a vibe.
Do we like you? Because everyone we've had on the show we liked and did well. We haven't had someone on the show who we didn't like yet.
No.
Right?
And we've
No.
also had our friends,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah, we've had people. Yeah, we've had people that
We
we
literally
know.
have had
So
our
I knew everybody basically.
Oh, with friendships. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, there's levels to it. But like, not everyone I knew that
besties,
well.
but-
Not
but
besties, but
friends.
like, so like there's like level. They're friends, yeah, for sure. But like, you got to be able to pass the vibe check. We also need to think that you're probably gonna like speak and not like suck.
Yeah, you can't be.
You can't suck.
Be,
You have to contribute to the conversation.
Like suck like this microphone is close to my mouth right now.
Something like that. Like,
I love that.
Oko and I will steamroll you in a conversation. Realistically. So
That's
you have to be
true.
able to hold your
Did
own.
this camera move a little? Can you say that? Am I breaking through green? Like this? I'm looking over here because I usually look here and the camera's there.
Well, right now we have the setup a little bit different.
That's what it is.
Because I
mean,
have this camera's on you two
That's it.
and this camera's on us two. So they're all a little bit
They
different.
gonna
They're a
think
little
I'm
bit. they're
cockeyed
a
because
little
like, why is this nigga looking over here?
No, look at the lens. Do look at your own lens.
Give it your camera.
Yeah, look at your own camera.
When I tell you, I'm thinking, like, what is Oko doing over there?
No, you do have a camera. I'm going to use this moment to like quickly double.
Okay. I do want to say though that
Wait.
we're gonna hold it. Okay.
Oh,
Double
are we
check, yeah.
stopped?
No, we're not stopping.
Oh.
Oh, we. Uncle's getting it right. Get it right. Get it tight. Okay, come on, pants. These pants is okay.
No, those pants are great.
I can't fix it and post. See how? Okay. this
What's
is
the
fine.
matter?
No. It's Continue. Sorry.
So what were you going to say?
No, I was gonna say though.
We gotta do the thing so that it's the.
I was gonna say that like meeting you was so it was that those are the kind of meetings I like to have when I see my people. It just was like that's to me that's what I'm used to. I'm from Indiana,
Yeah.
Niggas talk to each other.
That's the Midwest, right?
Yeah, that's the Midwest.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
right
I'm
next to
from Florida.
Chicago.
I
I'm
don't
from
know.
Naptown. I see y'all Florida niggas is crazy.
I'm not from the Midwest.
What part of Florida?
Northern Florida.
Oh Lord Jesus, bless them.
Yeah, I don't know either of
Yeah.
this. I don't know either of these places.
gonna hit
Okay.
me?
Ew.
No, Florida
Okay.
niggas are funny as shit.
They
I
wild.
believe that.
Funny.
Because you
Some
want to know what?
Funny people.
Here's what else. The struggle makes you funny.
That's
Struggle makes you funny. You
true.
done lived a
Struggle
little
makes
bit
you
of life.
funny.
Your funniest friends have
And I
gone
also
through some
say
shit.
this: dealing with white people dealing with Florida deal with whiteness in a way that is a little different. It's
And
like,
whiteness is different there too.
Oh, it's very different. So
y'all got that law that y'all can kill people in like right in your
God
porch.
knows. I mean, unfortunately, Trayvon Martin, who I think
Yeah,
birthday
y'all
was
got that.
yesterday.
Oh, come
Rest
on.
in peace.
Rest in peace, right?
Where I'm from, the white people are not poor.
Yeah, where I'm from, the
So
white
it's like,
people
there's like more classism.
it's
to
Ku
it.
Klux Klan land, literally. That's where it
Broke white
originated.
people.
Yeah,
No time for that.
No, bro.
No.
yeah, y'all just handle that shit.
That sounds awful.
Yeah,
Let's do the
Like what bag did you fumble to be broke and white?
it's so weird though when
Woof.
you think about that, isn't it? Because it's you don't have a lot.
What's
of,
that show with the broke white people?
You don't have a lot of
bag did
soft
you
space for
fumble?
that. You just don't have a
have
soft
no
space for
soft
it.
space.
It's
What the
like,
fuck?
hell no, your ass can get a job pretty much anywhere. Just clean up. Just go take a bath.
cis white person.
I
The
know.
world was built for you.
It was
How?
built for them.
How are
Especially
you
if you're a
living?
man.
What's that fucking show?
If you're a man, you definitely can go do whatever. you
What
want.
is the show? with the people that are. It's the show about poor white people.
Roseanne.
No, that's a show about poor white people too. But the other one that's like newer.
I like Roseanne.
With the guy,
like her
it's
too.
like
I
a family, and there's
But
like
still, Peggy.
It's
Married with Children. No, what's that called?
no, that's a good show too. But
like
were they
Married with
poor?
Children.
No. What's the Schitt's Creek? No, they were rich.
No, they were rich.
What is
All
the
of
show
them.
about poor white people? And it's funny, and they're poor. And like one of the kids is gay. Emily Rossum's on it.
I ain't gonna know names. I ain't know names.
Emily Rossum.
Can you give us a little
It's-
a music? I can know. I know the music.
I can't believe I even came up with her fucking name. That was
know.
the biggest clue I could give you. Clueless? No,
Definitely not Clueless.
no, not
Them bitches
Clueless.
is rich.
They were so rich.
Yeah, they were
Let's see
rich.
if Siri knows it.
Siri
ask
talk.
her. Yeah, she know.
I don't mind. I don't want you talking.
Hey
about
Siri, what's the show about the broke white people with Emily Rossum? Shameless.
Oh,
There we go.
ain't seen
What did
it.
I say? Schitt's Creek. I was like getting there. I was like white shows
know
about
what that
money.
is.
Schitt's
I
ain't
Creek.
seen it. I
Yeah,
ain't
Shameless.
seen it.
It's a show about really broke white people, and it
that what
just
it's about?
seems yeah, like
How's
they're
the
just
name
like
Shameless?
because they're shameless.
oh wow.
Yeah, as they're broken white and doing nothing or whatever. It's just like it seems hard. It seems
gotta
like
watch that.
It seems hard. It seems like something I don't know how I would never fumble about.
I've had a similar thing around that. Because I growing up in Indiana, I always never understood like how your ass is mad about not having a job and being poor. It never made sense to me. Like your ancestors came here and did what they did. Y'all came with land. Shit, we
Did
ain't got
what they
ours
did.
yet.
Y'all was on the bottom rung.
We
of
ain't got
whiteness.
land
Did
yet.
what
We
they
still
did.
waiting for our
Looking
land.
for fucking salt.
Y'all started with a little something, and then they be like, the argument always is, well, there was indentured service. The motherfucker was getting paid.
Well, just like for niggas who like are living life
always come back
hard,
with that.
there's slavery, there's Jim Crow, there's a system built completely against you, and that is what it is. But you white,
Right.
You
What's
being an
going on?
indentured servant and you being 3/5 human are two different things.
It's totally different.
We were told, just from a systematic standpoint, that we were 3/5 human. We were to be work, chattel. That's not the same thing. So no, I mean, God bless. God bless.
It's
God,
not the same
you know,
thing.
like,
I'm gonna tell y'all
whatever,
something. This
yeah.
is a good thing. So I'm in an interracial relationship right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
But
I
like with
saw
a
that.
white
I
man?
saw that.
with a whole white man, he's got it.
because interracials, there's levels to it, but it's different with a white man.
He ain't an American white man. We're gonna start there.
That's better.
He's not American. He's not an American white boy.
They like black guys, particularly in LA. All the white guys who hit on me for the most
he's
part.
first
are-
generation Scottish, what you would say. He's like Scottish. But I have to say this. I learned a lot through him. This is something I learned. It blew my fucking mind. And he said to me one day, like, his grandmothers and like people in his family was offered land in America, right? And I was putting the math together. I was like, damn, babe, like, basically these people were offered like houses for $1, 10 cents, like these really crazy prices in his lineage, like his great grandmother. And I thought, these are the motherfuckers that came over and became slave owners. But in Europe, they were considered the trash they were trying to get rid of.
Right.
Sure.
But to know someone who actually had the offer in their
That
family,
house is now worth $1 million.
well, just to know that these people came here and made like plantations, and they were getting rid of them.
So he moved to the American South.
Well, his family didn't take the offers. His family actually didn't take the offers. But I'm saying it just fucked me up that your great grandmothers got offers to come here to get $1 house, 10 cent, or whatever it was, like these cheap ass houses, moved to America, and they were considered kind of like the low end of where they were from. If that makes sense. They wasn't the so they came over here and they built these plantations. They built whiteness. They actually built whiteness.
I feel like
it is.
How
And
long you guys been together?
me and my partner?
Yeah.
3 years.
Oh, no.
Three-
Oh, that's
3.5
yeah,
years.
okay, so that's
and I
not-
love
it's
him
not
to death.
it's not like a
And I
fling.
learned a whole lot. Listen, I'm an open book when it comes to that. Like that relationship, him and I learned so much. Shit like this, I would have never heard it so clear. Like, our ancestor, our lineage, it cuts off.
we don't know.
Well,
our
not
bookkeeping-
everyone's
Not
lineage
everyone,
is
but when
cut
I think
off.
he meant like
I mean,
Black American.
Black American specifically.
Black American.
There is a point of when you starting your ancestor. you're
Some
trying-
black people do know where they came from.
No,
Just for the audience who might be watching. Some
Yeah,
of
some
us do know
black
where we
people-
come from.
some-
Not
no.
all of us. Some of us. Not even most of us, maybe.
Most Black Americans.
Some do.
Most Black Americans' history stops at a certain point.
The boat.
I agree.
Let's just say that it gets mixed up.
Yeah.
The information is not there. You can't find it. Or if you dig deep enough, you might find it. Or if you do an ancestry.com situation and find what tribe you're from.
Not doing that.
I'm just saying, but that's
Call
what.
Henry Louis Gates.
Yeah, if you got that's the T. It just stops.
Roots.
Where what fucked me up with him was that he knew this is his lineage. He understood his great grandmother had this offer. I never for me, that's a history book in school. You hear about the settlers who came here, right? They came here from these places, but like to know this is your great 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 grandmother, that was like a light bulb. Like this should actually happen. And he's saying it from the other side. He's not saying it from the side of the people who were enslaved, which I'm like, oh shit. So this story is so real. Your great 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 grandmother was although his family didn't take it, baby. I know your family didn't take it, but still, some motherfuckers did, and they came over
What if
here.
it's
I mean,
Family
maybe,
had
but I
chickens.
mean, is there some scenario where you could have bought a house
would
and not
happen?
bought slaves?
No,
Say that again, Corey.
No. Is there some scenario where you could have bought a house for $1 and not bought slaves because you would need money to buy
hell
slaves?
nah,
No.
hell the fuck nah.
No?
Corey,
Well, I'm thinking about I'm just being realistic. So like right now,
hell nah.
I'm just kind of hold on. So like I'm like kind of like switching over to like a different time zone, different time being, right? So like U.S. is doing like the what is it? Frontier, Western frontier. Where they go to the Pacific, right? They keep just pushing out to like, oh, come buy houses here and settle this land, essentially, right? It'll be for cheap. But I'm thinking about now how you can go buy a house in Japan for like $1.
But that's totally different. Like,
Well, but wait. So we're like, but like in 200 years, 300, 400 years, that house that you bought for $1 might be worth more money. I'm not talking about.
I see what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not, and not to say that like slavery is bad. Not saying that. Not saying that at all. But I imagine that there's some people who
Not
came
saying
over
slavery is bad.
here. No. I mean slavery is bad. I'm not saying that it isn't.
Oh, okay.
But I just mean like if like I'm sure there's people who came and could buy a house in like North Dakota.
Right.
It was $1 because who the fuck wants to live in North Dakota?
you gotta remember,
you
they-
probably still buy a house for $1.
they
in
had to
North
come
Dakota.
here and set up, and so they were going to buy cheap labor.
Right.
And I don't think most of them refused cheap labor.
No, they didn't.
But I don't
I'm a-
think
I'm a-
I don't think
I wasn't
slaves
there.
were cheap. That's kind of what I mean.
But they came with slaves.
But I'm-
the land came with certain things, and it
Oh,
came with it came
interesting.
with
That's why it
yeah,
was like chattel slavery. Yeah, it was like
it came with like you get this
You buy a
land-
house and it comes with slaves?
Basically, that's I mean, you get it came with. Like,
I don't want to say if I was a white man and.
I don't think people were like, I'm not gonna take this help. Now maybe somebody. I mean, I wasn't there, but I imagine somebody would have been like, maybe I'm gonna.
Thanks for stopping me, but everyone
getting the
joke. Thanks for that. I
Yeah,
appreciate
don't.
that.
All right.
Anyway,
Okay,
That was great. We have a lot to talk about.
yeah.
Corey, you want to do the?
Simpler wines. Okay? Peach. Italian wine cocktail. Frizzante. Okay? Is it strong? 8% volume? That ain't bad.
We like this one. This is like our go-to.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, the rain kind of stopped me from my agenda, but I won't mention my agenda because I put pressure on myself.
I feel like my favorite thing that we've done so
We're supposed to be
far,
opening. Did you like the moonshine?
the moonshine, without question, is my favorite.
The
thing that we've
moonshine
done so
made
far.
me a little tipsy after.
Yeah, we were lit.
Yeah. It was actually a little thing. That was last week's episode. So this is
No,
I'm
Oh,
so
the week,
wrong.
the one that came out last week.
Yeah, the one that came out last week. It wasn't last
I
week's
like when I tell
episode.
you I am in this. I was at this studio at 6:30 this morning. I was in the studio at 6:30 this morning editing this fucking episode. I was
Right.
here from 6:30 to 10:30, like,
Which is our first, yeah.
and like feet soaking wet, doing the thing. Like I was just like stuff. Then I was like, I gotta come back today. I haven't slept. I
my
realized
God.
that.
Happy Black History Month, people.
Yeah.
Happy
Yes!
Black History Month, y'all.
Happy Black History Month. My
Simpler
what is that
wines
little
for Black
shit you
History
say?
Month. You should
It says,
sponsor.
I love my blackness and
Yours.
yours. That's what's
Amen,
up.
Jesus.
That's what's
You ready, Corey?
For the ASMR girls and Simpler Wines, it's checkbook. Oh,
That sounded good.
right?
That
You
did
know what I'm
sound good.
saying? You gotta get it going. All right. Cheers, gentlemen.
Oh yes.
Fun.
Cheers,
Black History
faggots.
Month.
Black History Month.
Nigga.
Black gay niggas.
Such a Capricorn. You just cannot. We had a whole thing about that, and he says it. Okay.
Oh, black gay niggas.
We're trying to find
The
sponsors.
F word.
And Oko doesn't like when I say faggots on the show.
Okay, Corey. Don't
So
say
I
it
just want to
again.
find
God.
a sponsor who's okay with that.
Okay.
Thank you. We have to
That
find it.
kinda
Let's
goes into
find
the book
let's
club
find a
pussy
sponsor
things
with some
because-
gays. Let's find.
That goes into that same thing. 'Cause-
Can we get Out Magazine to sponsor us?
to 'em.
Adrian.
Damn.
Talk to us. You would love that.
Why do you feel like?
Adrian.
What? I do want to ask.
Adrian-
Why do you not like the word, and why do you don't give a fuck about
Well,
the word?
okay.
I'm curious though.
So Adrian, so I've before. Okay, do I like the word? I am indifferent. I've taken the word back. Faggot is the new nigger for me. Faggot is the new bitch for me.
Okay,
Faggot is the new,
I
I've taken it
respect
back.
that.
That's how it is for
I
me
respect that.
personally. Like I got called a fag so many times when I was a fucking kid. Lost count.
Got you.
Thought it was my name until the 3rd grade. And
Horrible children.
Horrible. Children are the worst. And like
Grow up.
the worst.
we was all kids.
And so, like, you
Bitches.
know, like that's a part of like my like history and my upbringing, my XYZ. So it's like almost like a retaking of the word. I don't know if I use that word a lot.
You
but
don't.
I don't. I use it sometimes. I think it's funny. I use it more in jest. Do I
Yeah,
think?
it's not a common word you use?
No. I use nigga way more.
Yeah, we're niggas.
And I don't use either of those words.
I
too.
love the word nigga.
Oh yeah, we are niggas.
We niggas. Niggas
We are
niggas.
You use nigga way more than I
Oh,
do.
I definitely do.
Oko loves nigga. Oko
I
is
am a
Oko is a
nigga.
well-read man,
niggas.
and nigga is his favorite word.
That is truly nigga, and as he would say, bussy.
And bussy, yes.
It's my favorite word.
Bussy is a word I don't use. I've used it now on this show.
Bussy, that's a.
I don't like
You don't
bussy.
like bussy?
I don't know if I like that.
It's
one.
not a nice
It doesn't
word.
bother me, but I don't know if I got one, so I don't relate
Oh.
to it.
Tell it to the people. He don't know if he got one. So
I don't
you
know if I call it a
not
bussy.
I'm not into bussies. I don't.
I don't feel like I
that.
don't.
It's like
If somebody's
it's
like, put your bussy in the
emasculating.
air,
I don't know what it is.
I don't know if I want to.
You don't like it, but what about when guys say pussy?
I don't like that
Mind your
either.
business.
Because I don't
Nah,
have.
he don't hate
Oh,
that.
see, well, I don't like that shit either.
I kinda
I
like
definitely don't have a
I kind
pussy.
of like it.
I like.
I don't
any-
know.
I like
It just
any
feels
other
normal to
words.
me. That.
I think I would rather hear bussy than
Bussy
pussy.
than pussy. Oh,
I
don't know
like
about
pussy
that.
because it's funny.
Bussy is
I like
funny.
bussy.
Yeah.
Bussy's a hysterical word.
It is a
I'm gonna tell you the
funny
truth.
word.
Very funny word.
Bussy, to me, it has
Colorful.
a smell. I don't like the smell of it.
Bussy has a smell.
funny.
It just does. I think a bussy. I don't think the smell. I don't like.
Yeah, it smell. It got a stink.
It got a. Bussy
The
doesn't. It doesn't sound sexy to me. I feel like that's.
I get that. The F word is only. I don't mind the word, but
Is that the name of the episode? Bussy doesn't sound sexy to me.
That's great. That's great.
I don't. That might not work. that might
just don't.
get us flat.
It'll be the first time. I mean, listen. If we could say I fingered you into the nursery room, whatever I said,
That was such a good title.
people gagged at that
It was
one.
such a good title. I need the title because we say ridiculous things every episode. It's just how much time do I have as
I know.
when I'm
And I
trying to
don't
find
remember.
a title? I'm just looking through what did someone say that was ridiculous. That
was
is a funny
ridiculous.
title.
So we have a game, not a game. We have a segment where we called "Am I Wrong?"
do you want to do Am I Wrong or politics first?
Oh
I
shit.
want to do "Am I Wrong?"
All right.
Just because it's fun. It's not
No,
what you
it's good.
think. So we have a little thing where we do "Am I Wrong?" and I lay out a question that I found on Reddit, and I ask for
Oh
opinion.
shit. You said Reddit.
Well, yeah, Reddit is a cesspool, honey. Oh, and good porn too. Twitter, step your game up.
I think Twitter.
called X now, right?
Twitter definitely has porn on lock, without question.
Is it called Twitter still, guys?
Twitter
X. It's
definitely
called X.
X.
It's not
What?
called
No,
Twitter
I'm not
anymore.
calling it that. Twitter definitely has porn on lock. Elon,
I
suck a
think
dick.
I can't say that because they done blocked me.
Elon's like a
I think
dick.
they like they
Elon probably
they
don't
got
suck
rid
dick.
of my account.
Your Twitter account?
Yeah,
Why?
You didn't tell me that.
I think I'm embarrassed by it.
Why they get rid of your
I
You
have
guys,
no
would you
account?
guys
idea.
ever show anybody your Twitter account? Have you ever shown anybody your?
I would. I can't now.
Wait, they got rid of your Twitter
did.
account? When?
Months ago, I am embarrassed about it.
Why?
Because they were like, we realized that it's foolishness.
Is it
Have
like
you
a
watched
porn
porn?
thing?
No, it's not porn. Everybody watch porn. I don't
This
know
is
what
true.
it is. I don't know what it is.
I mean, maybe send Elon an email.
I don't have time for Elon.
I mean, I get it.
Fuck you, Elon. Well, I don't want to say that either.
No, fuck you, Elon. That's fine. I'll say it.
So we have a little thing we call "Am I Wrong?" But
Fuck
this
you
one-
and your $250 trillion or however much money
He
you
don't
got.
give a shit.
He
Yeah,
don't
he's
give a
so
shit.
powerful.
Not Oko. Elon don't give a goddamn about this show, this podcast, what these niggas are saying over here.
Not at all.
Send them a check because you know this is giving. you-
Actually, yeah,
Send
Elon,
them
can
a
you
check.
subsidize
If you really
our
care about
show?
Black history.
I'm tired of being poor.
Right.
And I'm working mad hard to not be poor. I need
Okay.
Grammys and shit.
Oscars,
We on sets now.
EGOTs.
This is pretty legit, right?
This is
We're
legit.
on our way
legit.
to Grammys. Fuck you, Elon. No, seriously, please, like, send us some money.
Right.
Period.
So
Well, y'all gotta send about it. Send it mysterious. Don't even say you don't want the props. Just send it.
anonymous.
Black history.
Black history.
That's it, Elon.
Yeah, we don't need
Hit
to,
up
your name don't need to be
team.
involved in it.
Hit up your team. Mackenzie, we need bread. These niggas need bread. We make art. We influence the culture. Miss Bezos, ex-Bezos, Mackenzie.
Send the bread.
Mackenzie.
Don't
Please.
send actual
She's
bread. Send the
sending an
money.
anon.
Send
She's
the money.
sending an anon.
Yeah.
Give me that anon bread.
Right. So we do this thing. Am I wrong? Today is going to be gay and niggified.
Oh shit.
So the question is not the question. It's just I'm gonna-
Niggified. That's a good word.
Niggified.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So this one is about a best friend, two best friends.
That's my best friend.
And
She a
Corey had
real
said to me
bad
earlier,
bitch.
like, condense that shit, nigga. You talk too much.
Yeah,
So
Oko be talking
did.
about the Am I Wrongs for
just
6 minutes.
Just because you guys can see
I ain't never
you
played it
see how
before.
I like
It's
X'd out
okay.
the
I'm ready to go, though.
No,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The words,
You
just
zincs, right?
Make it a little
Fabulous.
smaller. So this is what it says. He says, so I have this best friend who I've been sucking for a while now.
Whoa.
Hello.
Well, who said this?
Spicy.
Hello. I don't know him because he's anonymous on Reddit.
I have a best friend I've been sucking for a
Yes.
while now.
We get high every weekend, and then I suck him off until he gives me his sweet nut.
It's giving meth.
Or that's regular horny.
Is it
This
sweet?
makeup.
We get high every night. That
well,
sounds
that
like
high is key.
that's
I don't know
giving
what
meth.
that means.
That's giving
that's
meth.
probably true. I hadn't thought of it
Not to like
that.
shit on the meth guys, but
No,
it's
don't.
giving meth.
Is that what
No.
PCP like party?
Not to shit on the meth guys?
I think we got some people that do it. No.
Yeah, I'm sure there's people who do meth who watch the show, but not
in
shitting on
LA,
you. Yes.
you better believe.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God! Can we talk
Guys,
about
can we talk
it?
about PCP?
No, can we
I do want to talk about it because on Jack,
not PCP,
party and
but
play.
how
PNP.
PNP.
PNP
Scary.
people.
it's such a thing out here.
Yeah, of
In New
course.
York, people don't do that. People
Y'all
aren't out
saw-
here like so fucked up they can't function. Like,
Listen, I
like
was
out
watching.
in LA, you find a dude who's like tweaked out of shit.
Not knowing what you're like.
Yeah.
I haven't been on apps in years, but I remember one time when I was on an app, I went to
still
a
the
guy's
same.
house and he said P. I didn't even know he was PNP.
Same.
I
Actually,
just
probably
thought
gotten
he was
worse.
hot, and we went there, and truly enough, he pulled out his meth pipe. But I remember saying to him, because he was so embarrassed, he was so ashamed. I said, listen, that's your shame. You need to deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving. So you get your high,
That's
and you
sweet of
pull
you.
that zig out.
That
Sure.
was sweet. Damn,
And
you could be my friend.
A win.
He
Yeah,
was
Oko's
like,
great.
I could tell that freed him because I don't.
You didn't shame him.
No, because shame hurts the host. Shame hurts the one who's shamed.
And I was traveling.
This
to
is the name of the
tonight.
show. Shame hurts the host.
Well, it does, and I don't live with it. I never live with it, so there's nothing that I'm doing that I'm ashamed of. I
See,
could.
I think
right.
this is a comedy podcast. And
Oh,
that doesn't
sorry.
sound comedy. It sounds like
It's so real.
But,
sounds like
yeah.
cutting in the
It
bathroom.
took a turn. Then.
Sounds
I
like
love it.
perfect in the
It is
bathtub.
good.
I'm
It's a good little mix. That's why this podcast works because it is funny, but we go deep.
We do.
We
That
got some
was deep.
substance, nigga.
I don't want to because Oko's me and Oko both are funny and both go deep.
Go.
But
and we go
inherently,
both funny and deep in our real
we
relationship.
yeah, we
in
do.
Real
We both
life.
we
Got it.
both do that. We are both funny.
We actually
and
go
deep.
more deeper in real life than we do on this podcast.
way
For sure.
more so.
I
This
just
is the
need you to
tame
go back to. I'm trying to get to the story. I want to hear the rest
I
of
forgot.
this. Please.
So the guy,
This is
so
good.
I said, listen, that's not my business. You need to don't have the shame. I'm here. I'm not leaving. And he was like, oh, okay, that's true. And he did his hit, and I kept doing what I do.
Shit, what you do?
I'm not even saying on the
Yeah,
podcast.
that was the Oko off camera. That response was king.
Okay, got it,
We
got
were
it.
at dinner.
We
The
can have
response
it.
would have
Not right
came
now, not
without
right now.
question.
Okay,
It would have been
cool. Not right
funny.
now.
It would have been great.
We just getting to know each
But
other.
you know,
Yeah, I
we gotta
understand that, yeah.
So-
it's the cameras. It's these
Oh,
lights.
y'all, it's y'all
It's
niggas.
this. It's
y'all
this.
stopping us from having a conversation.
It's the whole
So
setup.
I knew then that like it was a real thing of how people are. The party and play is a real thing. I hadn't thought of that when I read this,
There's-
but I think it probably was like something there.
There's just not like in New York, like it wasn't like that was one of the biggest things I noticed when I got to LA. I was like,
Oh my
man,
God,
everybody's
I
super
really
fucked
felt
up. Did
that.
you spill it all over yourself?
A little bit.
It's okay. Just stay, cute.
Put it on mute.
That's the rule. I saw this. I was looking at this table that's here, your arm, and like this setup with this microphone,
It's
and
a
I was
lot.
like, it seems like a setup.
It's a lot.
Maybe put your drink on that table.
I'm just gonna. I think I can.
Maybe if
manage
you put
it.
your drink on that table with maybe that table might work.
I think if I just hold it here, I just manage it there.
it's okay. You'll
Yeah,
just spill it
sure.
on that side of the couch. It's okay.
No, we're not gonna spill
It's
it.
fine. No, it's totally fine.
It was this arm. She just kind of went around. I was like,
I didn't buy the couch.
All right, so just because I got to get through this question. So this thing.
Yes,
So
am I
he's-
wrong?
He says
I blow
so,
my friend on the weekends. He
Yes,
did. We get
blow when
high.
we get high.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
He
That's
says, but
definitely
last
fucking meth.
weekend he decided to do something different. That
You guys are
he's
gonna
never
do
done
dope.
before.
Like dope is for like that sounds like it's like
I just.
you know what I mean. Like it's definitely giving high. It's definitely
Yeah,
giving,
I
like,
feel like if it was just smoking, he would say smoking weed.
smoke some
something-
weed.
It's crack.
it's crack.
Crack is whack.
You over here
Whitney
got us
said.
doing crackheads
It's
on
crack.
late nights with Oko and Koko.
So
Oko.
he goes on to say, I blew him for a while, but then I got curious to see his reaction. So I looked up. His phone was pointing towards me while I bobbed my head on his cock. You know he white because only white men use cock.
And I don't want to say only white guys do meth, but it's more. their
That's not
thing.
true.
It's more their
'Cause-
thing.
No, LA babies.
Realistically, it's more their thing.
Uh,
This is an LA-based show. Continue.
He goes on to say, at the time I thought he was looking at Insta, so I stopped him. He threw his phone on the bed and then proceeded. So while he was cleaning up, I saw his phone and that he had a video of me slurping on his dick while spit leaked from my mouth. Scared, I shut his phone and stayed quiet.
Stupid.
I don't know what the hell to do. I'm anxious. Not many people know that side of me. What should I do?
Stupid. Because you were there with the phone. You saw the video. You should have deleted it. stupid.
Yeah, why didn't
You mean when he looked at the video?
When you looked at the phone and saw the video of you sucking a dick,
saw the video,
you should have deleted
then-
it. And then you should have cracked him in his fucking nose.
No. Listen,
No. If I'm sucking your dick and I find it on the internet, I'm fucking you up.
But it ain't
And
got
we, no.
But it's not
We
yet.
doing this man to man outside on the street. This ain't even
thing is, it
going
hasn't got-
like that.
But it hasn't got to the
Yeah,
internet
yeah.
yet.
Huh?
You jumped the gun.
did.
What gun? Is this an old thing?
No, he
No.
said he saw the video. It's
saw
not
the
on.
video.
No. If I am fucking you and I see a fucking video camera, I see
Without
it.
consent.
Not only am I
Without
deleting
consent.
the footage,
Without
I'm
consent.
fucking you up.
I believe.
It's on site.
Yeah, I believe
you're gonna
it's
deal with
working
the
fucked
side
up
of me you
without
ain't
consent.
never seen before. I'm about to fuck you up. You don't even know. I might call niggas to go fuck you up.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I
That
agree
would
with that.
piss me off on a level I don't know.
What part pissed you off?
My
though?
face on a fucking. Are you shitting me? No.
No. But what part pissed you off?
All of it.
But wait, should he had asked you if you
No.
wanted to be
I mean,
recorded?
if you wanted to, I mean, okay, sure. If you wanted to record me, you should have asked.
That's
You would have
it.
gotten a
Consent.
flat fuck
It's a
no.
consent.
You would have
It's
gotten a flat
consent.
fuck no off jump.
Facts.
And that would have been that. But like you recording me without my consent, my face, all of this, I'm going to.
So you ain't
run
never fucked
your
on
shit.
camera?
I'm gonna run your
You
shit.
would not
your
fuck.
question.
You
That's
ain't never
funny.
fucked on camera.
Nah. But well,
I feel like it's normal now.
That's not true.
I don't know if it's true or not. Like I feel like it's normal. Like people fuck on camera.
It's not. It's
Right,
not
I
about.
think
It's not about fuck.
I feel like a lot of people do now. It's like it's kind of been normalized.
I
I haven't done it.
I spend a lot of time like I'm a content creator and a musician. I do a lot of stuff. I'm on the internet. People recognize me,
Right.
and like, so I don't need my nudes leaking. On the
got it.
same set,
Got
I've
it.
definitely thought about what it would be like if they did. This has ran my mind before.
But if someone didn't consent,
So
you would be
first,
fucking pissed.
the first set to nude leaks. Make sure all the nudes that you take and send to anyone, fire. Okay? Don't send no whack shit. Don't do that. Because if someone pulls up my dick pic and is like, "Is this you?" I'd be
Fire.
like, "I don't know, but that's a nice dick."
Period.
That would be my response. Okay? So first of all, they need to be fire. Second of all, keep your face and tattoos out of them. This would be the second note. That might be note 1. And note 3 is like, don't do that. I would literally fuck somebody up.
It's
I'd be in
fucked up.
jail. That would be me calling you to bail my ass out of jail.
Oh no.
To call someone, to call my mother, to call our friends, to figure out what we need to bail me out of jail. That's how that would happen. That's how that would happen.
What would be your response to this if you saw a guy? Just kind of lay it out. If you saw that the guy,
I'm
had
taking
a
the phone.
video,
I'm taking the
That's
motherfucking
it.
phone.
I'm deleting. I might smash.
Let me tell you
That's
something.
what I'm gonna
Let me
do.
tell you what I'm
I think
gonna
one of
do.
you guys said the first thing that I hadn't thought about. Well, this is what I would have done when I picked
taking
up
the
the
phone.
phone and saw it.
I'm taking it.
I would have deleted.
I would delete it.
I ain't deleting
wouldn't have
shit.
been-
I'm
I
taking the
wouldn't have-
No,
motherfucking
I'm
phone.
deleting it. I
I'ma
might
steal
have
the phone.
taken it with me. That's another option.
Oh, I
too.
totally am. I'm stealing the phone. First, you done it without my consent. Already, I don't know what that means. I don't know what you fucking done. I don't know what's on this shit. I'm taking the phone. The shit gonna get burnt. You ain't getting it back.
I'm really gonna fuck
I'm a-
this shit up.
Yeah, you're
OD,
not.
we fighting.
You're
No,
not
we're
gonna get the
fighting.
phone back. I don't know what's in that phone. If
We're
you are
fighting.
bold enough to film
And
me
we
without
would- and I-
consent,
and
Probably
you was-
OnlyFans.
What a simple bitch you must
and you know
be.
how many people get blasted on OnlyFans and didn't consent.
You on your knees? There's a phone out you like
I'm
this,
taking the phone.
and you think this nigga's on Instagram?
And if they see me taking the phone,
But that's stupid.
That's
That's
gonna
like,
be
You're
that
an
ain't even that
idiot.
person's problem.
this is a great. Am I wrong? Yes, you are wrong. You're dumb as
you're
shit.
definitely fucking wrong for doing
You're
that.
an idiot.
Don't do shit without consent.
You are an
Period.
idiot.
Also, can I say stop sucking your best friend because he clearly don't respect you.
I mean, you could suck your best friend. That sounds like fun. I don't necessarily want to suck my best friend.
I don't want to suck my best friend, and I also, if I'm gonna suck I don't want to suck my.
Well, let's
best
just
friend.
say, let me say this: it's levels to friends. If that's the kind of friends y'all are,
Sure.
then y'all can suck each other's dick. But if if you calling like a best friend, as in like y'all ain't fucking each other, it's a different type
But
of
if
best
he's
friend.
it's giving methed
Without
out white
showing-
men.
showing he's not your friend. That's not
That's
even
not
a
your
best
fucking
friend.
friend.
Because what he could do is say let's make some content. Mm-hmm. Because then it becomes something different. It's like okay, well we doing something.
Let's get a bag. Let's get some
consent.
followers.
It's consent.
That's
I
consent.
do. There is a
Consent.
part of me that think
That part.
I remember. Oh God.
I'm fucking running your shit.
I remember
Dead ass. It's
having-
awesome.
I remember a moment with someone years ago, and I thought they had a flashlight on, and whatever it was. And Cheryl Underwood has a joke that says when she see a red light, unless it's a smoke alarm,
It's true.
turn that shit off.
Period.
But I remember seeing the guy, and I'm thinking, like, what are you doing? But I immediately said to him, what are you doing? Because I could see the red light. He did say that it was a flashlight. Now, listen, it was dark. I'm black. So maybe it was. Just let me just see what you was doing. I don't know. But we stopped it. We nipped it in the bud. But I will say, though, that I do think that with this particular guy, it's like, why would you... He should have stopped, though.
He's not
he
your
shouldn't
friend.
have kept...
I'm gonna
But here's where he messed
not your
up.
friend.
The
Like
one
I'm
on his
so
knees,
angry.
the one-
I'm angry for this person, and I'm angry for their reaction. Like
angry
I would
at them a
go
little,
like
too.
that would be like if you called me and said some shit was going down like that, I'd be like, oh word, let's go,
That's funny.
let's go
just
deal with this.
imagine-
Let's go deal with this right now.
Yeah, I would take the
God,
phone.
There ain't no
Y'all
cops out here
Y'all
in
best
LA.
friends anyway. I'm taking the motherfucking phone. You got a problem with it. I'm gonna go check the whole goddamn phone. I'm looking through it. You ain't gonna be just having shit at me in there without me
No,
knowing.
I'm not even going.
That clearly shows
Because
that you're
even if
dishonest.
it's that, then why not just say I get a kink of seeing my friends suck me off? I want to go back and nut too.
And y'all
'Cause you
best
could do that,
friends,
too.
if y'all that type of best friends, you should be able to say it.
That's the part.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
period.
That's the
Yeah.
part.
If y'all, I mean, and not, we all gay niggas. Like we know some of friends you fucked. Just should
That's
be able to
true.
be honest with your friend.
So yeah, that was a good. Am I wrong for this?
That was
Corey,
great.
You have something?
I
You want-
do.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about the political state of America. Ugh, it's a fuck show. I
tired.
know, right? And it's like Don versus like
Dawn.
Jim
Dawn.
versus like it's like very like
That bitch.
it's very not my favorite thing. And I was trying to figure out how we got here. And you know what I realized it was? Do y'all remember Andrew Cuomo?
Who?
Yeah, the governor of New York.
Yeah. So like I'm from New York.
The one that was accused of not accused, but convicted, I believe.
No, he was not convicted of
accused.
anything. No, he was not convicted of anything.
Just accused.
No, that's a part of the story. So Andrew Cuomo, governor of New York, New Yorkers fucked with Andrew. They really did.
It's the black dude, right?
No,
No,
that's
Italian.
Andrew
That's-
Tullum.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Andrew Gilliam.
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 I was like Tullum.
That's the
Gilliam.
one in Florida.
Yeah, that's the one in Florida. No,
The one that was found
Andrew.
with meth and gay.
Yeah.
Queen.
Cuomo did nothing like this.
Has a great podcast, by the way.
Cuomo did nothing like this. Cuomo was the governor.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said that he did something inappropriate.
What would he do? What they say he did?
I don't super
Sexual
know.
assault.
It was something. I don't think it was sexual
shit.
assault. I think it was like sexual harassment,
Okay.
which
he
is
was touching.
which is different. Sexual harassment and sexual assault are different things.
It is.
They are different. And so Cuomo had to resign because of the sexual harassment scandal, and it was harassment. And Cuomo was lit. I liked Cuomo. He was relatively upfront. He was relatively liberal. He was relatively to the point. The front runner for 2024 should have been Andrew Cuomo. That's who it would have been.
Okay.
And because of, he's out now, him and his brother, Wild,
Chris.
Cuomo. And I
Chris
feel like
from
it was
CNN.
crazy because New Yorkers really fucked with Andrew and Chris. But what it was they started fucking around on a national stage and it made too much noise.
You're right.
I think. But I was like, I was just thinking about today. I was on the phone with my cousin and I was like, yo, it's crazy.
Oh, I like your cousin.
She's so great.
You know I like your cousin.
What
And-
happened though?
No, just so he said something inappropriately, maybe touched some bitch's
Like what?
shoulders.
Though? You got to tell me.
You know,
I wanna know
some.
the tea. What did he say?
I'm
Well,
not a journalist.
Oh, yeah, it was
I'm
some.
an entertainer.
It was
right?
enough to where Letitia James, one of them, Letitia Adams.
just trying to
Letitia,
catch up.
that's
I'm
the
just trying to
Addams
catch the
family. Letitia James, the Attorney General of New York, she built a whole case and it made him, it forced him to resign. Because there were multiple women, to Corey's point. I don't know if it was sexual assault, but they were saying that he was sexually harassing them.
Yep.
I do think though that maybe
Governor?
he could have governor. I do think that maybe he could have been a contender, but I also think though that
He would have been the front runner.
even after 4 years of Joe,
Yeah. Joe's old as shit. Andrew Cuomo's probably 66.
I feel like our governor could be a better. I feel like that's what he's
He's
doing.
next.
Child.
He's next. But
He's
come
next.
now, because Chris Christie is telling the people. Chris Christie did an interview with George Stephanopoulos.
Chris
where he-
Christie is a cokehead from Jersey who's been running for president since 2008.
And I was going to say something, but I don't want to.
Well.
Facts or nah? This is I remember the
Shut
Jersey
the
scale.
bridge down.
I'm from the Northeast.
bitch
I
shut
like
the
he shut the
bridge down.
this is I've
Fast.
known Chris Christie for dumb
He
long.
said, "I'm going to yum yum,
You know,
bitches. Get
Chris
out my
Christie-
way, honey."
Chris Christie has been such a joke on a national stage for over a decade. thinking.
Well, Chris Christie was on the interviews on the news yesterday saying that he believes that if Democrats were smart, they would replace Joe Biden with someone else. That's a legitimate conversation.
I mean,
but
that's
fucking
super valid.
Yeah, but
Joe
it
v.
ain't gonna
Trump,
happen.
Joe v. Trump, we did, and Trump lost, and he'll lose again because he didn't have all these indictments last time.
I'm just not really invested in American politics like that. It
That's
gets on my
interesting
goddamn
because you're an
nerves.
American. Tell me why you think that way. Do these laws not affect you?
They do. I'm
Right?
being honest with you. You know,
Like your taxes?
They do. I still
Or
pay
like
them.
your social
I just gave
liberties?
up on it a long time ago. I mean, because I just feel like it's never going to be on our side.
Any like siblings or cousins or nieces?
I got millions. I'm a big old
Right.
family.
So like it affects all these people.
I don't fuck with American politics. I think it's all bullshit. I think it shit needs to be completely reconstructed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for me like I used to. By the way, just so you know.
Not to say that I disagree with that
No,
concept,
but
I still
let me
engage
finish.
in politics.
In my high school yearbook, look this shit up. I'm most likely to be a Black Panther. I was politics down. That's what I got most likely to be, a Black Panther. I used to stay this shit down all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you fight. I'm realizing like this system ain't really fucking with us at all. And
Us black people.
yeah, us black, yes.
Us black people.
Yes, us black people
Sure,
not
sure,
fucking with
sure.
us. And I would say to some degree, American people in general, but us black people get the
Most
blunt
American
of it.
people are white.
Yeah, but
It fucks with all them.
but
maybe.
black people get the blunt of it because we do. I would say that I just said fuck subscribing to the whole system. I want to reconstruct the shit. That's how my vision is. I don't want to subscribe to none of that shit. I don't like studying no damn Joe Biden. I don't like knowing shit about no goddamn Trump. I actually want to reconstruct the shit completely, like overhaul it. Throw it away. It's trash. Completely
But do
trash.
you want to play a role in that system that you're overhauling? Do you
Yeah,
want to play in
absolutely.
the overhauling of that system?
I would definitely love to
I
overhaul.
only ask because you don't. It seems like you don't currently play a role in the current system.
Oh, I play a role in it. I just play my own role. I just don't like the current system, and I don't.
What's the role you currently play?
A lot of roles.
I'm asking.
Well, I have community. I put it like that. I have my own community. In my community, we have our own rules.
You didn't answer my question.
Yeah, I'm saying I am in community. I'm with my community, and I take care of my
What
community.
is the role that you play in American politics today?
I take
Answer
care-
that.
I take-
Not what is not. I have a community too. There's people with communities who don't play roles. In
I
American
don't play a role in
politics.
American politics.
There we go.
I don't.
That part.
I don't play a role in American, and I try
And
not
that's
to.
okay.
I
But, like,
actively-
let's acknowledge
I
that.
actively try. No, I
You know
will.
what I'm saying? That's what I mean.
I actively try not to because one, I disagree with everything that they're built on.
But you don't pay attention to the politics of it.
I used to. So right now I'm more concerned about constructing places that really like support us. Like, you know, like where can we go outside of America to construct places that's going to actually support black folks? Like I have friends that got places in Ghana. I got friends who got
Ghana
places.
is popping,
Yeah,
honey.
I got
All the
I got
people are
friends.
going to Ghana.
I used to live in South Africa for 3 years. There's a lot of potential for us to move there and do things together as a village, as a people. It's
But like,
cheap. It's
but
for
South
me,
Africa also has a political system
It
that
does.
also is likely
It does,
two
and
or
we can work
three party.
together, and we
But
can work
wait,
together.
South Africa also has
And
a
we can work
political-
together.
South Africa also has a political system that is
do.
based in race.
It
that
is.
also has a 2-party, 3-party system.
But it's on a continent.
So what's gonna?
It's a difference.
But what's gonna make? What's gonna make
continent.
that different? Because South Africa is also very
all the
imperfect.
governors and all the politicians.
South Africa is incredibly imperfect.
Oh, it is. The world is incredibly imperfect.
I
It's
agree.
right there.
That's what I- so I
But
mean-
I'm just saying, when it comes to American politics specifically, I've tried to fight that fight for so long, and I have friends that still do. They go in it, and honestly, it's just, to me, it's one of those things. It's like it's a losing. I don't want to fight against a system that does not want to give anything to us. It's almost like a waste of time. It has shown time and time again that when we go into these fights and we go head first, whether it's a queer black fight, whether it's, you know, just a black fight in general, it becomes a media blitz. People start dying, things happen, we get fucked up. If we just go away from that system, create our own, and stop thinking about this fucking system that has never given a shit, really. We've always built it ourselves.
So you're trying to sub out one political system for another.
I'm just saying we can build our own. That will work
We
for us in our
mean
favor.
black people.
Yeah. We black folks can build our own system that can work for us.
All right. And Corey, last words, because we can go somewhere else.
We were talking about.
Yeah.
I want to get talk to something else.
I love politics, girls. My favorite.
Yeah, this is
Um,
great. I love it. I will say that this was the most liveliest one we've had. I love it. Thank you for this.
Since I moved to Los Angeles, so like me, I'm not a very political person. I vote in elections. I vote.
You do.
I vote every year, every other year, so every 18 months that I'm required to vote as a citizen. I'm registered in XYZ places. I know where I'm supposed to go, but I'm not like a political person really. I read the news. I pay attention to stuff. But I don't know if I would necessarily consider me political. What I run into since I've gotten into like Los Angeles more, since like in the 4 years I've been in LA. I've seen a lot of people like my old roommate and like a lot of people who claim to be very like into politics or into the systems or like making a role or doing something, pivoting. They have a vision and idea, but they actually aren't doing anything, and they actually aren't participating in the system, which is perfectly fine to not do anything and not participate in the system.
Yeah,
I completely get that. Superbly.
Especially as black people.
But it's the recognition of like, okay, I'm not doing that. I am not partaking. I'm not doing
and I hear that. I think
you know what I mean?
I think building community is deeper than like subscribing to any systems at all. Like
these are separate conversations. I want to say.
Yeah,
like
I think creating systems is something that you have to do from the ground up. It does like when you're creating a system, like you have to make your own rules on politics. You know, it's
and you're using community in the sense
How
of
can you-
community
like
being the
actual
political,
community.
like the community
Yeah,
is political.
It is.
How can
I
you
get
fix?
that.
How can you fix a political system or a community that you are not actively engaging in?
No, I'm engaged in my community very much so.
In your community, but like so like your community of like blacks and queers or whatever, which is great. But like that's a niche community that is ran in a white male world that is America.
Maybe.
No, not maybe.
I would say in America, yeah, that's probably one place.
That's where we are.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
that's one place.
And
But I
America is
feel like-
also like a global.
I think
fortifier,
I would,
global front
I
on
would,
like,
I would argue that and say that our community is much bigger than America, first of all.
Sure.
And then I would say that it's a global connection that's happening, and it has been happening for a long time, especially with the continent in America. So like right now, we can go to
and you're talking between queerness, between blackness.
queerness and blackness and queerness is two different situations, but
Of course.
but I will say this:
Both full
my community,
of, both
my
full
community
of
has
like,
both in them.
Both full of like qualms and conversation.
Yeah, they're both. It's a different fight, but we do live together. We are still working together, you know. So like, I would say that it's bigger than America. I think it's a fight for Black people around the world.
You mentioned Africa.
The continent specifically, yeah, and places where the diaspora, where we landed. And there's people like me in all those places. You know, there's a lot of little Marcus Garveys out here who don't subscribe to this shit. And
But what about like the
is.
Africans who
There
think? What about the many Africans who think they're better than American Black people?
Yeah, I don't subscribe to that.
But that's a very common like subscription. And as someone,
Yeah,
but
and-
no, seriously,
I
as
know,
like
yeah.
someone who's like you know, as like a foreigner, as a foreigner with like American roots. My father's not from here. My mother is.
Yeah.
I see like this idea of like you know the model minority.
Yeah, I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I'm
Oh,
saying,
it does, and it happens a lot in Black groups. It happens all the time.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It's just not important.
because
Like,
we
I
have
think-
we have the Black side where it's
Yeah.
African, go be a doctor, an engineer, a
Which I
lawyer.
understand that.
right?
Yeah, I
and
get
then they look down on American Black people, as though they are not doing
Some
enough.
American
that they have
Black
not
people
been
do the
enough.
same
That
thing.
this is a very common
Some
thing.
American black people do what?
They do
Look
the
down
same,
on
other Black, like, you know.
Of
it's
course,
elitism, you know,
these are the model
sure,
minority.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's like all of the people we live in. I live in K-Town,
It
and I
happens.
have you know how many people from pick a country
Mm-hmm.
roll up here, first generation, accent thick as fuck, think they better than me.
You know what?
It's very regular.
It is very regular.
And this is amongst Asia's Black people,
Yep.
or
That's
the
why,
Philippines
and
Black
that's,
people.
Again, to me, this is going into like, you know, some like
just
more
because
of
we
a
were talking
white.
about the globalness of Blackness, and I was
think
like
it's kinda
noting
white,
like
that whole idea is kind of like white supremacy though. So I'm trying to like go outside of that construct. I just don't fuck with it at all. So like, you know, when I think about global unity amongst Black folks,
is it white supremacy?
what you're talking about is more like a white patriarchy, like, you know, like that's more like white.
The world is white and male. This is true.
It doesn't have to be.
I get that. I completely agree.
doesn't
But
have
it
to be.
is.
I agree
Yeah.
with that.
But I agree that it does not have to be.
I don't
But
subscribe to it.
It is.
All right, can we Oof.
Spicy.
I feel like Whoopi Goldberg today.
All right.
So this was great. Thank
Love
you guys
it.
for
I
that.
like
That was
perfection.
great. That was great. I
Yeah.
love that.
Uncle said next.
Next.
It's usually me skipping to the next
Listen,
topic.
y'all know what y'all listen.
Yo.
This is great.
Well,
You
because
got- you got Corey
it's
good.
very,
You
it's
got
very,
that.
it's very rare that I get to like sit in because like I cannot critique Blackness for
love this
white
kind of
audiences.
conversation.
I cannot.
I can't
critique
either.
Blackness for
I
white
can't either. That's why I
audiences.
move outside of it.
But in this moment where I'm sitting with Black, gay men
do it
who
with us.
read, we can actually sit and have a conversation
do it
about
with
like,
us.
well, let's
Yeah.
actually talk about it.
All right.
You know what I mean?
But
Grammy.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the what you're saying. I just want to be clear with
Yeah.
you is that when I say I've unsubscribed to it, yes, I understand some American politics. I've unsubscribed to the idea of even.
Well, we know you're not ignorant.
Yeah,
Ignorant
yeah.
and you not being subscribed are two different things.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the truth.
Yeah.
It's true.
You don't have to be subscribed.
To-
That's
to-
I mean, because the truth.
I'd
be
argue
told,
that you should be.
I'd rather read.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. I want to do some Grammy highlights because the
Go ahead.
Grammys was this past week.
The Grammys were this past week. Actually, I guess this was last one was my last topic. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
you're
so
right.
just want to do like a quick look, some quick things.
That was quite a little segment.
It was great.
I never really do. Oko does the segments. I do production.
Yeah,
Like I set up the
great.
mics and make jokes.
Great, and I like
So
that.
I was like,
and I
oh,
think
so-
that
Are you happy he got a little hype right there?
I think that like having the 3 people changed because you couldn't do this and with 4 people.
Got you.
You could.
Yeah, it would be a little.
We could have Gray
Well, I'm-
sitting here.
listen, I'm-
Gray. Hi, Gray.
Who's Gray?
He knows who he is.
My sister's name is Gray. Hey, Gray.
Hi, other
Say
Gray.
hi, Gray.
Hi, Gray. Hi, Gray.
GHRAI.
G-
What? GHRAI.
GHRAI.
I like that. That's
That's-
beautiful. Great. Hi, honey.
That's nice.
Oh, that's
I
great.
think that might be ghetto, but I think that's nice.
It's very classic.
It's very black.
It's
very.
It's very black.
that might be ghetto as
That's
hell.
what it is.
But I'm here
Very
for
black.
it. I'm here for it.
So let's do some
Great.
Grammy highlights. Victoria Monet won 3 Grammys.
Love her.
Love.
For Best New Artist, Best R&B Album, Best.
She looks so
This
good.
is one I had never heard of. Best Engineered Album. I didn't know that was a Grammy.
That's the thing.
Oh, go on, honey.
Maybe,
And
was it aired this time? Sometimes it's probably not aired.
That's like the mixing.
I don't
That's like
think
the
that part was
mixing
aired,
and
yeah.
mastering and
okay,
all. That's
good
all
for
that
her.
stuff. Like
The
technical-
artist Tyler. Twyla.
Make me
Tyler from
sway.
South Africa. We
How
love
am I
her.
saying her name?
Make me
I
high.
know that. I didn't even know that was her
Make
song.
me- That's my jam, yeah.
She
Make
won
me
Best
water.
African
That was me
Music.
pouring water down my ass crack.
Right, she won Best African Music Performance.
That's a new Grammy category.
I'm so proud of
Oh,
you, Tyler.
I had never heard of that.
That's a brand new Grammy category. That's new this year.
Good old SZA.
I'm really proud of her. By the way, I want to say that
Yeah.
South Africa hasn't won that award for like.
Is she South African?
She is South African. yes.
Hasn't won what award?
The Indie Awards like this since there was I forgot the artist's name. There was an artist, a woman artist from South Africa.
She's beautiful.
I can't remember her name right now.
Yeah, she's fire. She's
But
she's 21.
Tyler's the first person who's done it, and it's like it's a certain amount. It might be 50, 60 years. It's been a long time since they got this type of
Good for
recognition.
her.
Yeah.
So Tyler, we love you. Keep going.
Yeah, I like
do.
that. SZA won 3 Grammys: Best
Yep.
R&B Song, Best Progressive R&B Album, Best Pop Duo Group Performance for Ghost in the Machine. I don't know what that is.
How can I snooze
Who's she singing that with?
when I'm with you?
Is that with someone?
No. How can I?
Why is it saying duo
Snooze?
group though?
Because Snooze is the song she won Best R&B Performance for. Or whatever you just said. What?
But Best Pop Duo Group Performance
I don't know
for
what that
Ghost in the Machine.
I don't know what that is. But
Okay,
I don't
that's
know
what
what
I
that
didn't
is
know.
either.
What
No,
that
I was
was
singing
either.
Snooze, which definitely won a
Okay,
Grammy
of
last
course,
night.
but
Yeah,
I
Snooze
just
won a
didn't
Grammy
know
last
what that best. See, there are things that I
night.
say.
You know we
to
have a
him
cover.
that
You know, so you know, if you
I have
know me
no
from the
idea.
internet, I do covers sometimes
Yes.
on Tuesdays. So I do covers on this show too. These vocals are live, bitch. Okay.
Do what you do, boo.
You know, not to.
Yeah, and Coco Jones won
Coco, we love
I
you.
Best
fucking
R&B
love her.
Performance.
I love Coco Jones.
I
And
fucking
Alicia
love her.
Keys won
Remember the
for
first time I heard her.
Alicia won for Best Immersive Audio Album. Alicia said,
Alicia Keys did?
Alicia, whatever.
I guess it's Audible. I don't know. She must have got a book out or something.
That sounds fun.
God
Work,
bless her.
Alicia, work, baby.
And then that led to Jay-Z.
Oh, Jay. I love
So
Jay.
I just want to set it up a little bit. Jay-Z got up and he accepted the Dr. Dre Global
Y'all see how nervous
Impact
Blue was?
Award. Huh?
You see how nervous Blue was? Did
She
anybody
was
else
so
notice that?
nervous.
Yeah, I mean, she's like 11.
And beautiful.
She looks so nervous.
It's
I feel
so interesting how
bad
she
for
looks like
And
Jay-Z and
beautiful.
Beyonce. She really looks just like them both.
She does.
She
her. I
looks
feel like
just
she
like
was
both
that
of them.
little.
She has
when I saw
Jay-Z's
her
face
get up,
and, like,
That
Beyonce's
was that
everything
moment when
else.
your daddy's telling you to do something you don't really want to do.
Right, you didn't think she wanted to get up.
No, she didn't want to get up. She was just like, Daddy, why? But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so Jay-Z accepted the Grammy, the honor of Dr. Dre Global Impact Award. And he went on to call out the Grammys for Beyonce being the most awarded artist. And yet, she has yet to receive the Album of the Year. Oh, wow. He went on to say,
shit.
he said,
Conversation was actually that actually was probably
That
like
was
25.
great.
No, it was great. It was probably like 25
yeah,
minutes.
we just
though.
follow the
Talking
spirit.
shit, yeah.
We just follow the spirit. We don't have to get to the sex. The Lord said, talk.
We'll do like an hour 30.
So he went on to say, he said, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she's gotten more Grammys than anyone and never won Album of the Year. Even by your own metric, that does not work. Most Grammys, not one Album of the Year.
Real facts.
He also ended it with, some of you are going to go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you may get robbed. Some of you don't belong in the category.
That part.
I like
When I get nervous, I tell the truth. Tell it, Jigga. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Get nervous.
So my question is first this. Why do you guys think Beyonce have not won album of the year?
Beyonce's gotten gypped probably like twice. The other 2 times, the albums were pretty big. Beyonce lost.
The albums that won?
The albums that won were pretty large. I think Beyonce lost to Adele.
She did lose to Adele.
It was either for 21 or 25.
In 2017. Yeah.
That was 25. So both of those albums, 25 was a massive song. Was a very large album.
Lemonade was one.
Lemonade was also a massive album.
It was crazy. Like, she should have won Lemonade.
I'm not going to say, and Adele said that in her performance stream.
Oh, yeah. She was, Adele said, I'm tired of y'all. I'm white.
Like she was like,
what
does she have to do?
It's kind of a simple answer. She's a black woman, and then I just don't.
That's the fucking part. That's
honestly, I just don't want it to become when this bitch becomes 80 years old and getting that goddamn honorary Grammy. Like, give her sheet while she's alive.
Yeah, while she's about to put on this lit ass performance for us.
Right.
Yeah, give it now.
Taylor Swift has 14 Grammys.
Yes, and she's won 4 album of the years.
Which is.
Can I ask that question next?
It's weird.
Why have Taylor won 4 and Beyonce won 0?
The better question is how many people have how many does Stevie have? That's what I want to know. How many?
Stevie Wonder?
How many?
She's actually outdid.
I know that Beyonce has more.
She outdid.
But Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder has. Yeah.
I don't know how many he has.
Grammys.
Like probably right under Beyonce. Because he won. I think Taylor.
Okay, so Stevie has 23 Grammys.
23 Grammys. Okay.
3 of which are album of the year.
Right, and Taylor beat his record.
That's insane.
Beyonce, I think, has like 32 Grammys.
32.
And no album of the year. She actually has kind of gotten snubbed out of a lot of the big categories. She didn't win Best New Artist. She did not win. She won Song of the Year for Single Ladies.
I think the Grammy Academy, I feel like the Grammy, whoever that team is, didn't know this bitch was going to be Beyonce. They gave her the black.
the Grammy chair changes like every 2 years, 3 years.
You know, they gave her the black girl run, and now this bitch is Beyonce with Jay-Z, who they own all their shit. And I think he has the power to go up on television and be like, say this shit. He has the money, the power to do it. You know, whereas I don't think that they ever suspected this kind of power.
I'm like semi at a point where I think Beyonce should stop submitting for the Grammys.
I don't think she wants to be there this time.
No, I think she should stop submitting her projects.
Oh.
Because
they playing in the face?
They're playing her fucking face.
They are.
That's how I feel. Drake does not submit to the Grammys. The Weeknd does not submit to the Grammys.
There. We saw your dick today.
We did.
We saw your ding-a-ling.
That's coming up. Give us one more minute.
Yeah, just give us a little more.
Schlong.
There's a couple artists. There are many artists who do not play the Grammy game because the Grammys are not. It's like a popularity contest.
It's also white.
As fuck.
Very white.
So let's be honest. It's very white.
As literally everything is.
I have to say, can I just say the BET Awards was the best BET Awards I've seen in a long time this year.
I didn't see it.
When were the BET Awards?
June. And Kiki Palmer, you fucking did that shit.
It is February.
Last year.
I know, last year's. But Kiki Palmer, that was the best shit I've seen in a long time.
But Matthew Knowles did an interview after, because, they call the people whenever Beyonce and all this.
It's part of the conversation.
Yeah. Matthew Knowles recently did an interview where he said that Beyonce's record label, Columbia, is partly to blame behind the scenes of why she hasn't won one. He said that Columbia should step up their lobbying and voting process for the award shows.
Oh, wow.
He said in 2017, Columbia, because Adele is also a part of Columbia, they can only put lobbying behind one artist.
Sure.
And he said that they chose Adele.
Yep.
And what could they have done? What could have happened differently if they chose Adele? What could have?
That's hard. But I think his point is that my thing is this, because I thought that was great insight, but I felt like why the fuck are they not putting their all behind Beyonce? No offense to Adele, that's not their conversation, because I don't want to make it about Adele. But I'm just wondering,
she who shall not be named.
She who shall not be named. I said it in one episode. People like that.
I love that.
She who shall not be named, honey. I just wonder though that why are that now that part is interesting. Beyonce is very profitable. She's a mega star. Why are they not lobbying behind her?
Old white man.
I'm about to say the numbers. If you think about the numbers,
record sales.
Well, it was selling to all white folks.
Record sale.
Yeah,
Right.
it's all money. Like they didn't realize the buying power this bitch has until now. They're starting to realize it now. All of them, Disney's got it too. That's why it's Black Mermaid and all that shit. They starting to see it now, and they've all
Beyonce's next album will probably win album of the year, regardless of how good it is.
And we don't want it now.
Huh?
They say it's country.
I really hope not. But
That's
it'll
why they
probably
said she was wearing that whole
while she was
get
wearing that outfit.
It was because that was like
I
her
mean,
wink.
but I don't want her to get like a
I really
handout.
don't want it. I mean,
I don't
Beyonce.
either, and I don't want Beyonce. Don't give Beyonce like she
handout.
deserves all the awards, but don't
No,
give her
Beyonce
like they
deserves
did
album
in-
of the year. So if she really
does.
gets album for the year, if she gets album of the year next year for an album that maybe isn't the album of the year, I mean, was Taylor Swift's album of the year? Was that
Hell
album of the
nah.
year material? Realistically, you want to know who I think the most? When I think of the albums that have impacted me the most over the last like couple years, really the album that impacted me the most, it is Renaissance.
For sure.
But it's actually Hotels. If I think of
Come
any
on,
album, if I think
Jasmine.
of any
I love Jasmine
fucking
so
album
Ooh, the
that
praise and
really,
worship leader.
if there was any
The
album that
evangelist.
really
I love her.
the whole motherfucking
The
thing had me on
minister.
choke. The
Honestly.
whole thing had me on
Jasmine's-
choke.
She's
The minister.
iconic. She
And
really
Jasmine's
is.
gotten done dirty by the Grammys as well.
Oh.
Because she's been a consistent artist since 2008.
Okay.
A consistently
the
fire
closest
artist
thing
since
we've had.
2009.
The closest thing we've had to Brandy, the Bible. The
vocal
closest
Bible.
thing.
They don't call it
The
a Bible
closest
for
thing.
nothing,
I
honey.
feel like Jasmine might.
No, I'm
sing
saying
Brandy.
she
But I
might.
get
I'm not saying.
but I do like
It'll be
Brandy.
a good. It'll be a good to see them sing together. It'll be a good little.
Brandy did good at the Grammys too.
Yeah,
This last week, did you see her
listen.
performance?
No, I didn't.
She looks good.
I'm sure she did.
Yeah, she looks great. Brandy, we love you.
We love you, Brandy.
We've said that on this podcast before.
I
We
absolutely-
are Brandy
I think you're
fans.
cool.
Love you.
I don't really
Oh,
know
we
that well.
love Brandy.
And Jasmine, we love you too.
Oh, we
Jasmine,
love Jasmine.
girl.
Like, bitch, yes.
Evangelist, the
Always.
minister.
The only.
I've been a very large fan. You've
I
influenced
saw
my
you perform at the
songwriting.
Long Beach Pride years ago, darling. You fucked that shit up.
In Love with Another Man is like a praise and worship song.
Like,
It is literally like I hear that and say, do I say amen at the end?
I just love.
She's just that. She is that girl to me that can go places
The
where
vocal
no one
ability.
can go. I also, Corey, know this. I'm
gonna
fan
cover
of
If I Were
Summer.
a Man. I'm gonna
You
do
should.
that. I'm
Walker?
gonna try.
I'm a huge fan of Summer Walker. I love Summer's last album.
She's cool. I think Summer is a cool
thought she looked
vibe. I want
beautiful
to. I
at
want
the
to smoke a
Grammys.
blunt with Summer Walker. That's what
and
I
I'm
want.
sure she would.
I want to smoke a blunt with
And
Summer
she's gonna give
Walker.
you a good night.
Yeah, she seems.
Oh
fun.
yeah, and some wacky talk.
Some good nights.
She gonna talk
I
about
loved your Tiny
lamenting
Desk
about
concert.
niggas. You
Her
know
Tiny
she
Desk
lamenting
concert was
about
really
niggas.
interesting.
Her music is not
Who?
my
Her
favorite.
Tiny Desk concert was really interesting. I
But
found
she's
Summer
it-
great.
Walker's?
Yeah,
I
found
didn't see it.
Yeah.
Like I think Summer is super super dope. There's like no one is doing Jasmine. No one.
Nobody ever had. I mean, she's,
No one.
We also
is
like
doing
Ari Lennox.
No one's doing R&B like fucking Jasmine
No, much
Sullivan.
better.
I don't know much. I've heard her name.
Literally
obviously.
no
She's
one.
in
Heard her
the-
name.
No, I've watched her. I've seen her. I just don't know her music. I ain't gonna lie.
I understand.
I don't know.
I understand.
I heard she's dope,
The
though.
windows out your car.
That
That was
was
that
great.
bitch's first single.
That was great.
Like
That was the
she's really
first
and it's really
one.
and she's really had
That's
really
before
had her
Lemonade busted
foot-
windows.
Actually, Jasmine's due for a new album. That should be coming this year. I'm super excited. She's
Shout out.
so fire. She's
When
like
was Hotels? Like 3 years ago?
about 3 years ago. Maybe
She's
the
so
deluxe
bomb.
one was maybe like 2 years ago.
It was. I like the deluxe.
The deluxe had
The Deluxe is great.
bangers.
I've been listening to the deluxe lately. I listen to her a lot.
Jasmine's so.
Jasmine also has a dope ass team too. Her people is dope.
Yeah, and she's also like in these LA streets.
She's
People
in the
I know
streets,
know
yeah.
her. She's very nice.
She's a
very
dope
nice.
ass. She's just a genuine.
And also, just to kind of get a little somber, she's also lost her grandmother and mother in like 6 months
Recently.
recently. Her grandmother and then her mother. And I like that's a connection. I lost my grandmother, so I just feel like I do feel like there is grief that for her to be able to move through all of this, we are sending you love, honey.
I'm sure she's making incredible
Absolutely.
art.
I'm sure she is.
Hopefully, you channel
Jasmine's
into art.
so,
Hopefully,
she's
she is.
so fire.
My grandmother would have birthday was today, so happy birthday.
Like
Oh, that's
Beyonce
so
really
sweet.
matters in like my like artistic like development, creativity, whatever. But like for like a non like biggest like and when Beyonce mattered to me a lot, she wasn't the biggest star on like the planet. But Jasmine Sullivan, oof.
Can we talk about how big Beyonce is just as Beyonce?
I wanna
I've
Talk
say-
seen
about how big
photos.
Taylor Swift is.
No, we can't.
I want to because
Why?
it's different and it's weird.
Okay, let's
because
talk
the
about
biggest
it.
star on the planet, I always thought was Beyonce, but in the last like year,
It changed.
it might be Taylor Swift.
No, listen.
Did you
She's
see her snub Celine?
she's a white girl. Listen, guys.
I saw the
I wanna talk
article. I
about
didn't.
that.
I
Oh
didn't
my
see
God.
it.
So I watched that clip a couple times. and it-
Child.
You're winning album of the year. You're
I feel like so
drunk.
we have two different.
I don't know what
perspectives on that
happened,
because
but
I feel
like-
like white people are going that was just her happy and nervous, and
But
black
they
people
dragging her.
and black people are like, bitch, you didn't say hi to Celine
But
Dion.
white people are dragging her too. My friend,
Really?
or one
I
of
heard
our
white people
friends,
dragging her.
who's from Canada, who worships the ground of Celine, is like her Quebec threads
As you
are
should.
dragging Taylor for filth because it's like, how dare you snub?
That's like Whitney Houston
Celine
coming up there
Dion.
and not acknowledging Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, it's
That'd
rude.
be crazy.
It's rude. But I will say that Taylor's, and I don't give her much, but I will say that Corey just said something that I think is true too. The girl got up there. She was excited.
Exactly.
Celine and her ball.
There's all these lights. There's all these
I
people.
get it,
You
I
won
get
this
it.
award.
Selena
You
Hubbard.
drinking. You
I
like.
get
There's
it,
like
I
you
get
know.
that.
You only have so much time to say what you're doing
Now
and
on
do
the
what you gotta
flip
say. Like I
side,
kinda
like,
get
there
it.
I kind of get that too.
You know what I mean?
get
Like
that
it's
too,
like
but
I don't think it was
realistically-
intentional. She wasn't being
No,
rude.
I don't think so
I
either.
don't think it was
Taylor Swift
intentional, but it
seems
was
really
a snub.
nice.
She doesn't
I think
catch
it was,
it. She
I
didn't
think
catch
someone
it.
should have like whispered in her ear before she
Her-
got up there.
what-
Celine's up there, child.
I don't know if I want to hang out with Taylor Swift, but
Oh,
she
I
does.
don't.
But
Those
she
kind of
seems
friends.
she seems kind of cool. She doesn't.
I don't
Taylor
think
Swift
she's a bad
doesn't-
person.
She doesn't seem like a bad person.
Kanye made a career.
I don't know if I think that's true either, but I think that
Can
Taylor,
I
I didn't
wanna read
really.
something.
I
It made
mean,
me
no,
think of something.
I knew who Taylor Swift was before Kanye West.
You did?
I am Taylor Swift's demographic audience. I'm 28. Taylor Swift is 34.
Yeah.
I'm like
You're
her
in the
entire demo. Like she's been the
I just
entire time.
learned
she's
about
putting
it
out
recently,
music.
and I read some of her song lyrics, and I was surprised about how much substance they have.
Her pen is good.
Yeah, her
You
pen
know,
is good.
No, her pen is
fucking
fire.
good.
You
I
take
will
a
say
Taylor
that.
Swift song, have it
I
sung
will
by an
say.
R&B artist. It's actually
I would say she
lit.
can write. She
Yeah,
can write.
it's actually pretty lit.
Between the album of the year winning and also her doing what she did with Snub and Celine, someone wrote on Twitter a funny little tweet. I screenshotted it. There's only one person who can stop Taylor next year, and I need him to find the cleanest Coke he can find right now.
Coke.
Coke.
Who's that?
Kanye.
I thought so too.
Oh, I was like trying to get the piece. I was like, wait, what is it?
I feel like, I mean, you know, I'm not a Taylor hater at all.
Me either.
I just feel like it took me time to learn about where her talent laid. It wasn't in performing for me. It was in her writing. When I read her lyrics, I said, oh, this bitch does write.
I did a couple.
She writes down.
I was doing.
But when I see her on stage, I don't see the fire. I would say that
I don't know if I think she's great live. I did a couple covers of Taylor Swift records, and that also had me kind of
Exactly.
delving into lyrics, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, the lyrics is fire.
the lyrics are kind of fire. She actually has something to say.
Yeah, she does.
I'm not a
I
well.
like
I
what
am
she says.
actually.
I kind of like what she says too.
Yeah, I am a Taylor. I'm not a Taylor hater, but I am a Taylor critic.
She,
I will say though.
I
That
respect the business because the bitch.
I
balls.
respect the business, but I don't.
Worth a cool billion.
I do think though
really no
that-
product endorsement.
She don't got no-
But I
Like it
think-
ain't like a Dre deal. It ain't like a
Listen.
fashion line.
No,
this bitch
that's
is really
true.
making his music.
I
off of-
respect
making his
all
money
of
off
that. I
streams.
get that part, but
Off
I do
touring.
think that
It's
there
just
is
money.
there is an element to her that is worthy of critique. Like I said to you guys, and we talked about it. Like I do think, and this is not about her, but this is just about the business at large. Like why does Taylor have 4 album of the years? Like is every album she put out worthy of album of the year, or
No.
are they just fucking giving it to her?
A couple albums. What Taylor? I'm trying to think what albums have one album.
Because
of
this bitch
the
is
year.
not
I can't
proverbial.
I don't know.
I mean, this year.
I don't know.
I don't know who Taylor was up against.
I don't either.
She was up against Victoria Monet.
Yeah, maybe she don't need it.
But I also
And
think about-
I mean, I
Victoria.
feel like Victoria Monet is great, but I think Taylor Swift's album was probably bigger.
But also think
Do you
about
listen
who's the people listening
Taylor
to
Swift's album.
Who's the people
Midnight,
voting?
Was it Midnight?
I don't. You know, I don't know.
It must have been Midnight.
The people
I
who are
listened to
voting
Midnights
are
when it came
white.
out. I did
men,
listen to it.
and their lyrics they're gonna hear her lyrics before they hear Beyonce's lyrics. They're gonna understand the lyrics.
The voters are white. Grammy
Yes,
voters are white.
they're gonna understand
Of
the
course.
lyrics before
And that's
they
worth
understand
noting.
the Beyonce lyrics.
Grammy voters are traditionally
Yeah, so
white
that's
and
why she's
male.
getting album of the year because they relate to it more.
They're working on diversifying.
Hopefully they should.
I think
Because
that they will.
That's what pisses us off. We're like, well, why didn't Lemonade get? When Lemonade, we understood that shit. We was like, oh, that was our relationship to
I
music.
didn't understand Lemonade personally.
I completely got it. Shit,
did not,
you know, it was
but-
like I said, it was the second Bussy one was on the car for me.
when I listened to Lemonade, I actually thought to myself, this album is not for me. This
That's
album
okay,
was
though.
this
That's
album
okay.
this album was actually designed for someone else. I can respect the
I love when
songs.
artists do that.
This was not for me.
I love when artists
Like the way
do that.
Renaissance was for me.
Yes, yes.
The
I
way
love when
Renaissance
artists
was
do that.
really for me.
Yes.
I was like Lemonade. This is.
And
not
I
for
also
me.
feel like that shows.
I'm
her-
not a black woman.
I feel like that
and I
shows her
don't
range.
understand that.
I feel like that shows her range
that
because I feel like when
trajectory.
she showed us, Lemonade, she showed us that she could be a woman who was scorned, a woman who was getting what was hers, a woman that was calling out her nigga.
You're worth a $500,000, not $500 million.
Yeah.
You're like one of the biggest stars on the planet. And you still getting cheated on?
yes, that happens to everybody.
That's
Yeah, it
a
happens
fucking.
to
That,
everybody.
that's
Money.
an album. Now we have something to talk about.
Yeah, that's-
no.
that
It's, I
happens to
mean,
everybody.
basic bitches get cheated on.
Yeah.
Beyonce getting cheated on too. Beyonce in 2008 was put
she's
a ring
a
on it. You know what I mean? Like you know.
Halle Berry got cheated on. I mean, the
It
list
don't
goes
matter.
on.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
I get it.
long.
It's not no knock to Beyonce, but definitely
Yeah.
a fire ass album that is there, but just not a concept that was for me.
Yeah, it didn't resonate.
No.
But Uncle Johnny did my dress. This cheap-
Way more.
This cheap bitch
Uncle
spandex,
Johnny
it looks
is-
a mess.
It looks oh my
Of
god, that makes complete sense to me.
Of
All
course.
of that makes complete.
And she did that for us.
Yeah, yeah.
So
For the girls.
I feel like we
It
got
was
through
for the
hot
girls.
topics. That's all I had. You got something else, Corey, about the hot topics?
What do I have? Okay, so the Super Bowl is next week,
Oh shit.
right?
Oh, I do have one more, but go on.
Usher.
Super Bowl's next week.
Usher.
Do you all remember?
They call
like,
me USHERRAYMOND.
Do you all remember like?
His skater. Y'all
Oh
seen his show?
yes, Usher's performance.
They call me US.
Yeah, his skaters
Now
is hot.
I don't want to no shade to Rihanna.
He looks so good in the Skims.
Oh my
Do you see the Skims?
Oh, is
I
he
just
in
saw a little
Skims?
bit of it.
Is he in the Skims? He's a Skims. That's crazy. I love Rihanna. Rihanna, you are a businesswoman. You do it for me.
too.
I'm so excited for Usher's fucking show.
Wait, is Rihanna gonna be on there?
This
I
what
hope
46 look like, bitches.
Oh god.
This is what 46 look like, bitches.
He fine.
I mean, Usher been fine.
He looks great.
Usher, Chris Brown.
Oh, well, anytime Usher, I don't want nothing to do with Christopher Brown.
Usher or Chris Brown?
I
Like
want
in
nothing to
bed
do
or
with
like
Chris
a song?
Brown.
Just this is. I don't want to.
No, in bed
As
or a
artist?
Okay.
song.
Okay. Both.
Okay, in
In
a
bed and a
song,
song.
in a song, I want Usher. In bed,
I want Chris.
probably Chris.
I don't want nothing to do with Chris.
I'm sure Chris is a great fuck.
I think Chris is a great performer.
I'm sure he's a great fuck.
I do. I think Chris is an amazing performer.
I'm sure
I really
he's.
do.
I'm sure he's doing all the things in all the ways. I'm sure he's very experienced. Not to
Corey,
say
I think
that
I
Usher
might have
isn't.
drunk too much wine.
You
I
had
have
like
to
a
use the
glass of
restroom,
wine. You
though.
literally had one glass of
But I
wine.
have to use the restroom.
Oh, that's
You
usually
guys
what
keep
happens.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
good.
can- yeah, we
No, just finish the show. We got like 10 minutes left. 5 minutes
Oh, we
left.
do?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not that
can-
much crazy.
Yeah, cut that.
The
I can wait.
so the Super Bowl is next
He's
week.
a producer. He's like, just finish the show. Hold your dick.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
You
You'll be
got
fine.
this.
Just get out.
Because it's more work for me if you leave now. So
I get that.
the Super Bowl is next week, and I'm really excited for. So do y'all remember like when commercials really used to be lit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why aren't commercials as lit anymore? I noticed this
Probably too
today.
much money.
Huh?
Probably too much money.
I feel like people still spend a lot of money on those Super Bowl ad slots, but they're
changed.
not as like cool. It's not as like bring your mic closer. It's
TV
not as
changed.
like it's not
That's
as
why TV
he knows who I was
changed.
talking to.
Yeah.
And the like I feel like you used to look forward to the commercials. Like for the non-sports person, the commercials used to be my favorite part. Last year we were watching the Super Bowl at Tiffany's house.
Yeah.
I was bored as shit.
I think
it wasn't that
I think
fun.
television changed. That's why.
The most exciting thing was putting out that fucking fire.
We used to sit around the TV and have like an actual TV that the channels turn. Now it's all streaming. So the commercials used to be like everybody was watching the same commercial at the same time. Now everybody's watching a different streaming channel. Like, you know, we're not watching. It's not the same. They can't put the same budget behind it.
So Oka and
Yeah.
I were at the. I'm
I don't
going to
think
tell this
so.
fire story
I don't think
because
so,
it was funny.
You
Me
like
and
the
Oko
fire
and I.
story.
It's funny. Well, you know the show doesn't know it. Me and Oko were at a Super Bowl party last year. I don't know if I like this fire story. It's only a year old. It's not even a year fucking old.
Child, I'm just saying anything to get us through this conversation because
You
I
gotta
can go
piss.
pee.
So
Talk this shit.
Oko and I were at a
Tired.
Super Bowl party last year, and I don't know if you can tell by our outfits or demeanors. Me and Oko don't really care that much about football.
No.
And so we're there,
We
we're
like our
talking,
friends
whatever.
and we like food.
We're literally there for the drinks and the food.
Yeah.
And so like we're sitting there, we're talking, blah blah blah.
A halftime show.
And Oko looks over and he's like, "Yo,"
At the grill.
he's like, "That's on fire."
Yeah.
He's like, "What's that?" And I turn and I'm like, "Oh shit, that's on fire." Now we're in like a Super Bowl or like a Super Bowl thing inside a house, just like a house party or whatever, but like a suburban house party or whatever. And so we notice that the shit is on. Oko and I notice. Oko notices.
Yeah.
I get up.
You
Oko
do.
sat his
I
ass
sat
down.
down.
Oko sat right the fuck down. I get
I
up.
ain't getting in no fires.
And
Shaka Khan
like
said through the
I'm
fire.
like, okay, I'm looking for something to put the fire out. I grab like a big jug of water or something to do it. Okay, as we're like, oh, we gotta put the fire. The people see me looking. They see something's happening, and they're like, oh shit, there's a fire. And like this white lady, it was a white party. This white lady went to the sink. This white woman went to the sink with a fucking cup this big. This is a fire. This white woman went to the sink with it. She filled it up as slow as she could have filled it up.
She could.
And she brought over 1 cup of water to slowly douse onto this fire. And I kept thinking to myself, I was like, man, if me and Oko weren't here, this bitch would have burnt down. Or there would have been more structural damage. Because Oko noticed, and I put it out.
True.
And if we're this big, I put it out.
And our friend was like, thank you. The host was like, thank you, Oko.
Thank you for not letting our house burn down.
Corey.
Yeah, because Oko noticed the fire. Corey put it out. And by the time the white people noticed, it would have been too late.
Wow.
It would have been like
A real fire.
way more flammable.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. We were able to kind of like keep it cute and be like, oh, that was crazy. Back to the game. But like, had it been like if Focal wasn't paying attention, we'd been like, oh shit, why is the left side of the house on fire?
No way.
That was last Super Bowl.
That was a great story. Okay, end the show, Corey. I'm suffering.
Oko. He said, I gotta end the show, so I'm gonna make Oko end the show.
Okay, you know what? Thank you guys.
No!
Oh,
I have to figure out how we're doing it.
Okay.
Not I have to figure it out. I'd like an Oko's prayer.
okay. Let's hold your hands.
Yeah, let's hold
Let's
hands.
we pray. All
In,
right.
in faggotry.
Oh shit. Okay.
faggotry.
I'm down
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
Oh no, you're not down. Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I said it then. I don't mind it in my real life. It's just not on this podcast.
This is the gayest thing I've done all week.
Oh, that's great.
Wow,
Well, what is
what a
Mike
person.
doing?
I
This
haven't-
mic is, you know what? This mic is like Drake's dick.
We didn't talk about Drake's
I
dick.
mentioned it.
Drake,
Okay.
it's like it's not that. It's not my favorite. It looked like what I thought it might look like.
it's floppy.
It was floppy and thin.
I want to know who got the. I want to know who actually got the video.
Yeah, I do too.
Who
Probably,
it was sent to?
That's what I want to know.
Probably
Yeah.
like a 13-year-old.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
Let us pray.
Oh man.
Let us
Okay.
pray, Jesus.
Oko's prayer.
Okay, Lord.
For episode
This is my
13.
first time hearing shit. This
Yeah,
got
yeah.
heated.
Before we all get canceled and sued
Literally.
by
We
Aubrey
haven't even-
Graham and OVO Records.
God
Go
damn.
ahead.
All right, Father God, we come to you in the name of black and in the name of queer,
Black as fuck.
and
Queer
in the
as
name of
fuck.
friendship, and in the name of black brotherhood. And we say thank you. We give thanks. We give thanks for every topic that we had. We give thanks for the politics that allowed us to be able to have a lively discussion because
lively.
Lord knows it is needed in this day and time.
Facts.
And treated.
I ask that you heal everybody, make Drake upright in all ways.
Yeah, what you gonna send a limp dick?
'Cause Lord
fucking-
knows,
What is
let
a
him-
limp dick video?
Who got
like,
that
what
video?
does that even mean? Like we're supposed to when your dick is like in between. That's when you're supposed to take the picture. Like, oh, that's what it looks like soft, and it's a
Lord,
lie.
I just want to know
It's
who
It's
got
supposed
the
to be.
video.
That's the
We
lie,
asked, Lord,
fellas.
we
That's what
asked,
you,
Father.
I got a feeling I know who got that video.
that mid
Lord.
that
and
mid.
y'all know who got that video too.
Lord, we ask, Father, that you give him strength, make him upright, make him strong. Let him know that you're able. You're
blood running through the
Able.
veins.
able.
Hard.
And we also pray
The
for
poppers will not get in the way.
We pray for Beyonce that she get album of the year in due time.
No, I just hope she stops submitting.
Or stop
Yeah,
submitting.
actually, stop
submitting.
subscribing to
Stop
the system.
submitting. Let
Stop
her know that
submitting.
she is the best, honey. and that's
That's
all that
on
matters.
Jay-Z, one of the most powerful
That's
niggas
all
in
that
Hollywood,
matters.
So we don't need
And
it.
also, shout out and
drink
give
out the Grammy.
blessings.
And my nigga worth a billy.
And
Okay.
let's give blessings to the black man that stands up at his award and takes up for his wife. Something about that made me say hallelujah.
Will Smith?
Hallelujah.
Well, he did it. Hey! You hear what he said?
Yeah,
Will
he
Smith.
He did stand up for his wife or something like
Yes,
that.
he did, honey.
clear about this.
Yes, he did.
Y'all are lucky
honey.
we didn't have a show then because me and Oko were there for that
God.
moment.
Y'all
It
saw
was
that?
oh, we were there for
And
that
it would have
moment.
been spicy. So you know what?
We can always go back.
Before we end, I
Oh,
just
maybe
want
we'll do a year in review and we'll do the
should do
Oscar
that.
slap.
Yes. So you know what? This is a prayer
we'll
and
keep that in the back.
interactive prayer. I love this. We
Yeah.
all in it together. We are interceding.
Jesus!
Hallelujah.
Woo!
These are all the blessings we ask in your name. Also, Lord,
Also, can we bless Fantasia's new stylist?
Oh,
Yes, I know
wait.
your
because
name.
what
Can we just
the
shout out
fuck?
Kevin Mays? Because you've been motherfucking getting those dresses together.
Is
Her
that
tailor.
is that
Kevin
Fantasia's
Mays?
stylist?
Kevin
Okay,
Mays.
because
her tailor.
Fanny,
Taylor,
girl,
yeah. Fanny looks
I have
good.
been a
Kevin
fan
Mays.
of you. Fantasia.
Yes.
I have been a fan
Her
of you for the
stylist name is
longest.
Derek, and I think her.
Nigga, if you faggot niggas don't let me finish what I was
sorry.
saying about Fantasia and her stylist,
You
God
brought her
damn.
up. You brought her up. Shit.
Exactly. So let me finish my motherfucking point.
I was gonna say their names.
I don't know this bitch's
I'm
stylist
telling you
names.
their names.
Y'all do.
Sorry, go
But
ahead,
I've
go
been
ahead.
following Fantasia for the longest. I'm a big fan, girl. For
We
the
love you.
longest. You, Jasmine, y'all my bitches. OD. But your stylist was trash between like 2004 and 2020. But you came out for this color purple, girl, looking right, fits everything,
Hallelujah.
red carpets,
Tailored down.
bodied, and I'm like you. I look cute, but I am really done when someone can do it right. When someone like does it up, like, ooh, a bitch is done up, click, click, clack,
clack.
clack, okay? And that's on that. And Fantasia, Love you, girl, and your stylist. You
Amen.
deserve all the money you're getting paid.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Thank you.
Taylor.
We have
And your
been
tailor.
and her tailor.
And her tailor.
Child.
We have been, listen, we have promoted the color purple this award season because we really, on this show, every week we've talked about them.
Danielle Brooks.
So, Danielle, we are rooting for you at the
We
Oscars.
are.
So, you know what? These are all the blessings we ask in your son Jesus' name. Can my brothers say amen?
Amen.
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 Say
I say.
amen.
Amen.
Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. All right, I got to go pee, y'all. See y'all next week.
Episode 13 in the motherfucking can.
We all got to piss.
See y'all.
Lord.
Whew. Bless it, y'all. Bless
Right?
it, Jesus.
Right?